Hey friends, this is Dolynny TV. Good evening to you. Welcome aboard as we get set up for game number 4 of this series. And, well, to be honest with you, for those of you watching back on the replay, I guess maybe you have the hindsight that a guy like me doing this live in real time doesn't have. I had a real feeling of despair tonight, lining up, not necessarily saying the Oilers are done, not saying the Oilers are going to lose tonight, not saying any of that, but just knowing reality is this evening. Friday night, I'm unable to stream. I've got some friend commitments that I've made, and obviously I made those long before I knew the Oilers would for sure be in the Stanley Cup Playoffs, playing on a Friday night, right, all that. So when it comes down to it, I will be missing Friday night's stream. And with that said, you lose tonight, you lose Friday night, you're done and dusted for the NHL Stanley Cup Playoffs in the year 2024. So when it comes to that little feeling of despair, a little bit of, I don't know what the exact, I had it a moment ago, but just that feeling of just that pit in your stomach, right? Where this really could be it for the year, right? If we lose tonight, we lose on Friday. I don't have another game stream to do the rest of the way home this season. So that is where we sit coming into this one. Almost, I guess you could say, a do or die for the Edmonton Oilers tonight, in some sense, for me at least, coming to cover this evening's game. So as we go to the chat here, friends, getting set up for tonight's game, we've got a different jersey on and away we go. But Peter, welcome in. Jack, welcome aboard. Toast as well. Linda, welcome in. B-Mac in there as well. And Gav, you got today off work, so here I am. What time is kickoff tonight? Well, I have heard from Reed Wilkins this evening on the City Ford Face-Off show that we're expecting puck drop around 6:40. So that is what we are expecting, at least for tonight's hockey game today. So yeah, that's where we're at this evening, friends. A couple of notes right there off the top, I guess, for you as we get towards tonight's hockey game. The Oilers desperately need to come out with an effort that tells us, hey, we're going to be in this for the long run and see where this goes. So where else do we go? Again, I guess starting goaltenders off the top for you. Stuart Skinner will start tonight, confirmed for the Edmonton Oilers. Jake Ottinger will start, of course, for the Dallas Stars. That is how that all shakes out. And then as we go here, we'll see what the Oilers kind of can do as this game gets fired up. Matt will be joining us a little bit later this evening, sometime hopefully during the pregame show, one might expect anyway. As Roxanne, welcome into the stream as we get fired up for this evening's game. Like I said, you're going to see me. It's not that I'm giving up on the team or not that I'm down and out. It is just, it's been a long playoffs. It's been a long year. Guys tired. And knowing that coming into tonight, you lose tonight, you really set up another opportunity where, similar to 2024, I'm unavailable for the game that kind of makes or breaks the playoffs. And that's where we're going to see where this team has us going through 60 minutes tonight. That said, I can talk a lot of doom and gloom for you. I can talk, oh my goodness, this might be the end, this might be the last one. But what I will tell you I've heard around Calgary today is a lot of folks down here expect the Oilers to absolutely roll the Dallas Stars in tonight's hockey game. The expectation is a big lopsided victory, as you've seen a couple of times for the Oilers over the course of these playoffs, and something that we haven't yet seen in this series. So that's where I hold out the hope this evening, is looking forward to seeing the Oilers put in a performance that says, hey, we're sticking around a little bit longer here this playoffs. So then talking about Matt, yeah, Matt will be back for tonight's stream at some point. We're just waiting on confirmation when he gets here, and we'll be good to go. As Robin, welcome in as well. The Edmonton Oilers obviously will drop the puck here in a little bit. Just ordered pizza, so I'll go get that in 20 minutes. I'll be right over. All right. Sweet, a little bit of Hawaiian action to chow down on in the intermissions there. Love to see that, as we'll get Matt around, probably around 6:30. I'd expect to see Matt here, going down to the Big Beef to make sure we get that pregame in. So, yeah, We'll see what tonight brings. That's the best part about it. So, a game 4 lines up. You're far from out of it this evening. That is the other added bonus tonight. You're only down 1. We've been down 1 multiple times over our playoff lives here with Connor and Leon, and we've managed to survive more often than not. So looking forward to doing more of the same tonight as the Edmonton Oilers look to try and get this game and this series back to even. Obviously a tough game 3 that to talk about is whether you want to blame Skinner, the defense, the offense, whoever you want to blame that one. It was not the performance you want to see out of the team in the playoffs, and now tonight we see if we can get this going. And they've got, what is this, some Oilers beachwear there? Looks like it might be some kind of Oilers beachwear, yeah. Some kind of muscle shirt edition of an Oilers jersey out there right now. Kevin BX is trying to throw that on. And, William, who do we have in net tonight? Again, friends, if you are just joining aboard, it is Stuart Skinner. He will be in net for the Edmonton Oilers. So hopefully that all works out. Again, I think I was very loud in saying that Calvin Pickard probably should have started game number 3 for us. And again, we'll see if Calvin Pickard at all takes any part of this series. So Philip Broberg taking warm-up, expected to replace Vinny Desharnais tonight. Mountain, welcome aboard. Thanks for being aboard again tonight. And thank you so much for the super chat starting us out on a roll tonight. And Tarzan, welcome in as well as we get things fired up here. John joins the chat, and Spencer as well. Good evening to you. Wanted to see Pickard get the start tonight. Hope Stu comes up big. That's exactly it, right? I don't care who comes up big in net for the Oilers as long as they do. And if Stu does the job tonight, I'll gladly eat that I wanted Skinner on the bench, right? That's where it comes down to. So Dell there throwing down I think that is euros actually. I don't know what that is. Is that euros or pounds? I don't know what that money symbol is. I think that's one of the first times I've ever seen that one here in the chat. But friends, we are rolling along tonight. Of course, I guess because there is a super chat on the board, will remain commercial free other than the one you see when you walk into the stream over the next little while as we get fired up towards tonight's broadcast of the game. I'm just going to say again tonight, for those of you wondering back home, kind of what's going on with streams and kind of what might be for some of those of you that have been around for the longest while, hanging out with us, why the numbers might be a little low in the back end. I know we were talking about 1,000, and now we're scraping by 750 hours. The NHL has put out their Stanley Cup Playoff live watch-alongs here on YouTube, which is absolutely fantastic to see. It kind of gives the fans a little bit closer of an experience, kind of what we got here, but kind of actually officially from the NHL. So if anyone's been over there in the NHL streams, let me know how it is. Let me know if there's anything you think I can incorporate over here to make the show a little bit better. But as the Oilers go, we are going to have puck drop here in about 35 minutes is when we expect to have puck drop. So looking forward to see that. Tarzan, say the unthinkable happens and we lose. Do we run with Skinner or Pickard? I think it depends on the goaltending performance in the game. I think, right, there was an argument to be made for Skinner not having a terrible game 3. I know, yes, 4 goals against, 8-12 save percentage, not going to win you hockey games in the playoffs. But again, it was not necessarily all on Skinner. You've seen a lot of heat on Darnell Nurse today. And as well, I think there's a lot to be made about you can't give up 14 straight shots, whether that be an offense or defensive issue. So I really do wonder what the cure will be there for that tonight. And that's where we kind of sit up tonight, friends. The Edmonton Oilers keep rolling here. Where else do we go? Let's go to the old Oilers official Twitter feed here and see if there's anything we don't know about. It looks like they just retweeted that. Looks like, the old bonus there. And anything else as we go along, looking for insight on what Mr. Philip Broberg brings in Game 4. Bob Stauffer referred back to November 27th, 2021 for the Edmonton Oilers, playing 23 minutes in a 3-2 victory in Vegas. He appeared to be on the verge of breaking out a defenseman who handled a strong forecheck well. So we'll see what the case is tonight for young Philip Broberg, who will get the start on the third pair with Kulak and obviously himself. So, Mr. Frankie, glad to see you, bud. Hopefully everything's resting up nice and at home right now. And you're in for a good treat tonight for the Edmonton Oilers. I know maybe not a preference either which way, but tonight for the Oilers, for your guy on stream here, a win would be the best outcome if I could say that correctly. So, friends, we're going to see a whole bunch of folks tune in here in about the next, I want to say, 10 minutes. So stay tuned. We're going to get rolling here in a matter of moments as the Edmonton Oilers and Dallas Stars will fire up game number 4 tonight. Like I said, Matt will once again join us here on stream in a little bit as well. And then we'll be ready to rock and roll for what should be a good live stream this evening, as just for some reason the old stream froze up there just momentarily. So let's go there and get things back in direction of being able to watch Hockey Night in Canada's broadcast of the feed, and again still frozen. So well, again, these Alberta storms we've been having have been treat over the past little bit. High winds, and of course a little bit of rain in the air will always mess up the internet out in the rural areas. So Corey Perry also in the lineup, and as well Ryan McLeod will skate back into the Oilers lineup in place of Sam Carrick. Perry takes Mr. Warren Fogel's spot in the lineup, so that's interesting to notice there, as well as Perry and McLeod talk things over as they're looking things over there. So yeah, friends, as John's saying, I think it's very easy to say, especially from my point of view tonight, it is a must-win game number 4 for the Edmonton Oilers. It's very simply, they give this one up, there could be some big problems right there for the Oilers, and quite possibly you don't hear from me again until the off season. And that's not me saying I'm going to go pout about it. It's quite honestly, I'm not streaming Friday night, so if we don't have a Friday night stream and the Oilers lose tonight and lose on Friday, well, that'll done and dust it for the playoffs, and that's a very tough thing to say, quite honestly, knowing that this one could be the last one of the year. So I guess to say like that, we'll make it the best one of the year, hopefully here. Maybe if the Oilers are going to go down, we go down in an absolute classic, and that is just how it finishes up at the end of time. So as we continue along here again, friends, tonight's starting goaltenders: Jake Ottinger, 10 wins, 6 losses, 203 goals against average, 923 save percentage. Stuart Skinner, 8 wins, 5 losses, 1 shutout, 276 goals against average, and an 885 save percentage. So tonight, you want to see that save percentage get up over 920 if you think the Edmonton Oilers are going to have a chance to win this evening against the Dallas Stars. So that's at least kind of the minor expectations I have on Stu tonight, is an absolute lights out performance. Go show us why you talk such a good game in the post-game interviews. So we'll see though. There's a lot of work that has to happen tonight for the Edmonton Oilers. A lot of work that has to happen for the Dallas Stars, obviously, as well, to kind of crater and give up a game in this series. They're a pretty good, tough competition, so the Oilers are going to have to come in with a good effort here tonight, as Oilers. Somebody has the old number 42 Slepyshev jersey on down at Rogers Place tonight. You like to see that, as the Oilers are out for warm-ups obviously right now. Tonight the Oilers lining up McLeod, Draisaitl, Perry, Kane, Henrique, Holloway, Janmark, Ryan, Brown. So Chris Knobloch has said, screw it, we're going down with some combinations that might have won us some games earlier this year and see where we go. So you love to see the Edmonton Oilers try and get this job going tonight, as we're just looking at some really good puck ducos here from this past day, as that is where we're at. All right. Anyway, not to get too distracted, the stream's still freezing up here on the back end, so we're trying to get through Pete DeBoer's interview and this and that there, as it just seems to be the internet crapping out a little bit here in rural Alberta this evening. Art, welcome aboard. We've been in this position before, a little bit worried about the line juggling, but Knobs has proven me wrong before. Yeah, that's the thing with Chris Knobloch. I don't really doubt anything he's done because it's all turned up to gold. So hopefully it all works out here in game number 4. And I'll tell you, the Oilers win game 4. They pretty much have a good shot to still finish this series in 6. But you you lose this one tonight, and I think it's very easy to say the series is over in 5. That's kind of how I feel on that one. Not to be too down and out about it, but that's how I'd tell you, is just knowing that I'm not streaming Game 5 and knowing that the Oilers, if they go in down 3-1, I don't like our odds. So, Mick, welcome aboard. As I'm saying, I think that's where I just answered that question. And Truck, if the coach wants Skinner, so do I. See a bounce back from Nurse in a full 60. I echo those sentiments. Can't allow that language in here, just knowing we try to keep a standard, but thank you very much. And Double Dog, it's going good tonight. Back from Dallas to enjoy Game 4 at home. We need a win. That's just it. The Oilers desperately need to line up a victory here tonight, or like I'm saying, it very much so could all be over. As Rick, welcome aboard here this evening. And as well, Darth, welcome in. And we are just struggling here on the old Sportsnet feed for some reason, freezing up this evening. Is we'll get through it. We'll battle through. Don't you worry. As the Edmonton Oilers and Dallas Stars will get underway here in about 30 minutes times, friends. We'll have coverage here in a matter of a moment. And looked at the Stars players' stats. They are super deep, William. That's the thing. That's what everybody keeps saying. But again, the Oilers also have a very well-constructed roster. They just need to go out there and use it. So tonight, I think with McLeod up in the top 6, a little bit of boots there with Draisaitl and Perry, and a little bit of determination there from Perry on that second line. That could be the game changer. But again, how often Chris Knobloch keeps them apart will be the difference maker. As Stars, obviously, they are going to come in here and really try to push this series to the brink for the Edmonton Oilers here after tonight. And I'm just, like I said, it's a little bit of despair, a little bit of agony feeling here tonight, knowing that this one could very well be the last one of the year if all things don't turn out well this evening. So, Jason Robertson, crediting his goalie coach on that one. Talking about the goal against Stuart Skinner that gave him the hat trick in game number 3. So we'll see where this goes. As this Edmonton Oilers game obviously will be a tough test to really see how far this Oilers team has come through these first 3 games. It's not like these games haven't been 1-goal games anyway, right? The Oilers win game 1 by a goal. Really, Dallas still to this extent only has 1 more goal than us. Yes, technically it's actually 3, but those empty netters at the end, it was a 1-goal game until Dallas said, okay, enough. And that's where, thankfully, tonight, I think that's where I'm resting a little easier, is knowing the Oilers. They show up here tonight. We'll see what happens here. As Ricky, welcome in. And Antonio, you're partying up Friday for the Oilers. Well, that's fair. There's going to be a lot of partying in downtown Edmonton if the Oilers find a way to knock off the Dallas Stars in Game 5, especially if they win here this evening. So now you got Kelly Rudy talking things over about Stuart Skinner at the side of the net here in the reverse RVH or reverse VH as the shin box. I'm not sure what this one's all about. I really don't understand goaltending tactics at all, so kind of showing off the little angles there that players have. As showing the toe box now as well. And that's where trying to show things a little bit differently here, but this is all going over my head without any explanation of it. Greg, good evening to you. It will be a good night, just have to have faith. Well, I'm hoping I got faith, but for right now, it's kind of one of those tough situations for Oilers fans, knowing right now where we are at. So, Northern Farm Girl joined the chat a moment ago, and as well, Antonio, you're putting on your lucky shirt for the Oilers to win tonight. Well, that's the thing. We need to pull out all the stops tonight, or we could be in trouble. So, the Edmonton Oilers desperately need a big victory here, and you see, watching that replay on Stuart Skinner, just watching that puck dribble through. I think they're talking about it's almost a pandemic of hockey play here in the NHL from all goaltenders. Everybody's getting scored on like that, but still, as an NHL goalie, I mean, if you know other goalies are getting beat like that, you gotta find a way to stop that from happening. So the Oilers start in 15 minutes, apparently. That's when the game time gets underway. The broadcast feed, I guess you could say, on Sportsnet. As we are already up, friends, over 21 hours watched on the stream tonight. So we're rolling along here this evening as the Oilers and Dallas Stars will get underway in a matter of moments as there's a lot riding on the line. I think that's really the only way to put it tonight. And like I said, I don't mean to be down and out, but it's kind of one of those things this evening. Everybody's got the lines again here. Oilers with some unique looks in warm-up as Kulak plays the weak side instead of Broberg. And then Draisaitl between McLeod and Perry, and Henrique between Kane and Holloway. So lines and pairs to start. Surprised about the Draisaitl line, that's fair. And let's see, an average of across so there you go. You've got I guess the ratings for this year's broadcasts are up amazingly compared to last year. That's good to hear. And Double Dog, will the Cap make the appearance here tonight? We will wonder to see if that happens. Obviously, he kind of runs his own schedule. I know last year he seemed to be down here at every chance he got, but kind of takes his own schedule this year. So we'll see where it is. As Riggy as well, Stuart Skinner looking better to Stars fans than it was expecting coming into the series. Still early, but it has caught my eye. Well, that's where we'll see what happens for Stuart Skinner tonight. This will be the very important part of the game, because for Skinner, if he can find a way to run show in net, then the Oilers should really have a good opportunity to win this hockey game tonight. Again, though, you have to make sure you punch harder than the Dallas Stars when it is your turn to punch. So let's go here and to Peter asking if it is a solo stream tonight. No, Matt should be joining along for the ride here this evening. Matt should be along for the ride at some point. We're thinking seeing him about 6:30 this evening. So we'll see if that is the case, as the Oilers will get underway at 6:40. And again, look at this here where Dallas really swung the momentum in favor over the course of that period. I really don't have a clue what that chart means, and I don't want to try to pretend like I will. As Anna, welcome aboard as well, and Greg, let's make the best out of what they give. Either win or lose, we're back to work in the morning. Well, here's the problem too, is I ain't back to work on Friday night though. That's the thing, and this is something that's become a pretty regular part of life here on the YouTube side of things. So it's kind of scary, right, to think that this could all be over here tonight if the Oilers do not win this evening, and obviously do not win on Friday. But that's where, hey, I hope my Calgary Flames friends that are running amok down here in Calgary area, yelling at me that the Oilers are going to dominate the Stars tonight, I hope they're right? I hope they are correct, as that would be absolutely fantastic, as I know Nate's still cheering for the Vancouver Canucks there, even though they're out. But what do you do? Hey, that's just the end of the case. Right there, the Oilers good enough to beat Vancouver, now in a similar position as they were against Vancouver. Have to find out if they're good enough to beat Dallas here in this series. But friends, we are about 20 minutes away from puck drop this evening, and then the Edmonton Oilers and the Dallas Stars getting underway and hopefully giving us, no matter what, win or lose, a good show this evening as both teams try to show up and show out to finish off the home and home, right? Obviously the 2 game sets at each arena to begin this series. So we'll see where this goes, but yeah, the Edmonton Oilers obviously still plenty of runway to work with in this series. Friends, give me just a moment. I'm running upstairs. The water's kind of not so great tasting. I'll be right back. All right, friends, also try and get a good old granola bar in the mix there as well as we obviously line up tonight's hockey game for the Edmonton Oilers and the Dallas Stars this evening. Chris, welcome in. Saying it will be 1-0 Dallas after the first shot. So if the Oilers get the first shot, Chris, is it still 1-0 Dallas? I know what you mean, but I just mean to play the devil's advocate for a second. As this will be a good opportunity for the Oilers to try and make some ground here tonight, especially in this first period where you have to, you know what, you thought you had a good effort in game 3. You're going to have to double down and show up twice over here tonight if you really want to have the effort that is going to win you tonight's hockey game. I mean, you're talking about a 3-0, 4-0 score after one period of play just to try and really shove it to Dallas of maybe it's too far out of reach to try and come back in tonight's game, but that's where we're at. So the Oilers looking forward to getting started here in about 16 minutes of time, I guess you could say. They will be underway at about just after 6:40. So, William, good evening to you. As the Oilers obviously, as Art's saying, it's quite consensus, right? The Oilers lose tonight, they're done. I think that's just the easiest way to put it. Not saying I'm giving up hope, but if the Oilers lose tonight, it's done and dusted, just simply because, hey, at the end of the day I know I'm not live streaming Game 5, and I know if I miss one, especially down 3-1 in the series, I ain't coming back to do the next one. So that's where we're at. But welcome in, as the Oilers obviously are going to need that best of luck tonight, because it's going to be one of those situations where they're going to really have to find a way to power through and get a victory tonight, or you're on the brink, and I don't think the Oilers are going to handle being on the brink against Dallas quite as well as they did against Vancouver. So let's see here where we're at. Where are we at? Anything else? I don't think there's anything else to really mention here this evening. I think we're pretty much ready to rock and roll. Everything we needed to know about tonight's game is good. So Ryan Holtz just confirming that, hey, Philip Broberg, he should have a good hockey game tonight. So Brian, welcome in. And this will be an interesting game this evening for the Oilers. They're now talking about Adam Henrique on the broadcast with Christine Simpson, kind of talking about Henrique coming in and being part of this playoff picture for the Edmonton Oilers, and obviously injuring his ankle here in the playoffs as well as a member of the Oilers, kind of having a hard go on that front. But flashback this evening to a video for Adam Henrique scoring a goal against the Toronto Maple Leafs of all teams, as Tales from the New Jersey Devils locker room, a collection of the greatest Devil stories ever told, from Chico Resch with Mike Kerwick. Interesting to see, and that's actually the cover photo right there, Adam Henrique. So there you have it. As welcome aboard, and friends, we are just waiting to get things going. Match will be joining us any moment now, and then all of a sudden we'll be set up for this evening's action. As the Oilers go, Nugent Hopkins, McDavid, Hyman on the top line, McLeod, Draisaitl, Perry, Kane, Henrique, Holloway, Janmark, Ryan, Brown on that fourth line. That's been a feature line for the Oilers at times this year, so I wouldn't expect anything but goodness from them at times, as Ekholm, Bouchard lead the defense. Nurse and Kulak, I guess, is the projected lineup there for the Oilers, and then Broberg and Ceci as the third pair tonight. I don't see how that makes sense based on what we've read online this evening, but I guess that is the case, as the Oilers and Stars will get underway here in a matter of about 12 minutes if you're just tuning in, friends, as we get things still geared towards getting going this evening, as we are now up over 51.1 hours watched on the stream, so we continue to roll along this evening towards that 100 hours prior to puck drop for the Oilers and the Dallas Stars. We are, of course, at 6:30, so we're getting towards it tonight, but they're showing off an insurance ad for some reason here. Now they got some UFC ads on us here. As Oilers third pair and Stars third pair similar. I don't really think so. I don't know who the other pairing defenseman on the third pair is. What is it? Suter down there with Petrovic. I would say for the Dallas Stars in terms of experience, they definitely have the experience quota on that one for sure. But I guess we'll see how that all shakes out tonight for the Oilers and Stars. Again, it's kind of one of those things where the Oilers definitely have enough depth to win this series against Dallas. Not saying Dallas is terrible by any metrics. We know that's not the truth. I'm just saying it's kind of one of those things for the Oilers. They can do it if they want to do it. As we will get back, piece of granola is stuck at the back of my throat there. As we will, see what the Edmonton Oilers have in store for us this evening. As Medusa, good evening to you as you join the chat. And our third line is banging. They will be hitting a lot. That is true as well. Henrique, Kane, and Holloway is about as big of a hitting line as you're going to see the Oilers assemble in the Stanley Cup playoffs throughout this run. So we'll see if they can come through this evening with a good performance for us. There's no shortage of storylines coming into tonight's game. You can pick apart whatever you want to do, but it's just really, it comes down to it's a must-win game because you cannot afford to be going to Dallas down 3-1 in the series, because if you go to Dallas down 3-1, you're going to have a tough time. That said, Dallas is a very, very, very good road team. That's been documented very much so throughout these playoffs, and if we see them win another road game here, I don't think they have to win another one after tonight. So, Rachel, welcome in, as well as the Oilers will get underway here, friends, in about 10 minutes time. We'll see what's happening. If you haven't already hit that like button on the stream, make sure to do that. And I do want to say, I didn't really mention it after the live stream last game out, after the game ended. Thank you so much for helping me hit 16,000 subscribers here on the channel. That was last game out's big achievement. 16,000. We're now up over 16,020, so we're kind of, like you could say, 20% or 2% of the way to the next 1,000, which would be 17. So if you're new to the channel, I will encourage you. I'll show you this. You'll see this throughout the streams enough times here tonight. I would encourage you to hit that subscribe button and hang out with us here. Obviously, we've got a good little program going on, I think. So not to undersell it or oversell it much at all, as the Oilers have given us a pretty good season to talk about as well, so we can't complain about that too much at all. So they're showing a whole bunch of the hard hitting here in this series. Really, outside of maybe the highlights they've got, there hasn't been much else of that so far this series, so it's kind of tough in that manner if you're an Edmonton Oilers fan. Just kind of going to get ready here for Matt to show up here in a few matter of moments, and then we will be ready to rock and roll for tonight's full broadcast. But friends, we are closing in on what is do or die time for the Edmonton Oilers. You got to show up and get this job done. Obviously, there's Oilers fans that were just hoping to win last time. And Sheila asking if I can repeat the lines for you back home this evening. It's Nuge, McDavid, Hyman on the top line. You've got McLeod, Draisaitl, Perry, second line. You've got Kane, Henrique, Brown, Kane, Henrique. Kane, Henrique, Holloway, on the third line. And then Ryan, Janmark, and of course as well Brown on the fourth line. Sorry, my brain just totally stopped for a brief moment. Defense pairs, Philip Broberg's in. Whatever that means, it means. I don't know what it means full told. We'll find out. But Jonas, welcome in this evening from up in the northern portion. As welcome in as well as the Oilers. The Oilers have to get a performance from Darnell Nurse tonight. And I think, you know what, given what Darnell Nurse has been through as an Edmonton Oiler, to still be here, still battling, and obviously in his second conference finals in 3 years, you got to figure that tonight's going to be a massive performance for Darnell Nurse. And I think a lot of Oilers media has tried to hype up by trying to bring him down, more or less, that tonight's going to be a massive performance for one Darnell Nurses. We're inside Rogers Place now. Dallas leads the series 2-1. That said, we win tonight. We win on Game 5. All of a sudden, you see me on Sunday night as we try to close out this series back at home. That's how wild this whole thing truly could be here this evening as this playoffs continues along for the Oilers and the Dallas Stars. As we go again to check the old watch time one more time, we're almost to game time here, but we're now at 74.1 hours on the clock. So thank you again, friends. If you are new to the channel, we have just a few moments to kill here. I'll explain what I mean by watch time. It's basically a combination of the views plus the average view duration of the stream, just to show off kind of, hey, those of you back home that are sticking around, you're enjoying what's going on here, you're having a good time, and you want to be a part of, obviously, what's a big event. I think it's the biggest events we do here on Dolynny TV year in, year out, is the playoff streams. And just to kind of see those numbers be huge, right? You don't want to hear low numbers, you want to hear huge numbers. And kind of we're targeting 750 to 1,000 tonight. I think if we get overtime, 1,000 is guaranteed. If we get just standard time, about 750, somewhere in there is where we will look to lock it up. But we continue along tonight, friends, to see Stuart Skinner coming down the tunnel for the Edmonton Oilers, leading us out to battle against the Dallas Stars this evening. It is going to be a huge, important game from Stu Skinner as well, as the Oilers look to try and turn the tide here in this one. So, friends, welcome aboard. If you're just joining, William, welcome in. And Mr. Doom, welcome in. And where's Matt tonight? He will be along for the ride. That's why you see the chair in frame this evening. And Mark, well, welcome in. Wish you had a better comment, but hey, it's okay. The Oilers are going to try and go up instead of down tonight and win a hockey game in what is probably the most pivotal game of the series for the Oilers, because you don't win tonight, you're pretty much done. You win tonight and you've got a good chance to run it back in Dallas, to run home with a chance to close it out. That's where this series currently lies, at a good situation, 2-1 for the Dallas Stars. So Fortnite's asking what my predictions on the score will be tonight. I think for the Oilers, I've heard, and this is not me, but I'm going to run with it, 6-2. The Oilers take this one 6-2 against Dallas this evening. That's what I have heard out of Calgary Flames fans tonight. So I'm expecting the Oilers to really show up this evening and give us a performance to be proud of, as we'll see what the case is. As we're seeing Connor McDavid's Canada's Walk of Fame induction there as he's walking into the arena today. And obviously, friends, if I could ever get down into that Rogers Place parkade to park for a game, that would be absolutely incredible. Just to see that, as it is World Otter Day, as well as Jake Ottinger obviously got some love from the Dallas Stars social media team for World Otter Day. Flipper Do, welcome aboard, and Steve, welcome in as well. As you know, the Oilers have to come out with the effort tonight, or it will be done and dusted. One might at least formulate an idea around that. So we continue along towards the pregame coming to an end here. Somebody's got the old Ryan Smith Stanley Cup Finals uniform there, and there you have it. The lights will dim and we will have Chief Willie Littlechild come on the Rogers Place Jumbotron as he will give us the land acknowledgement for this evening's game, and then we will transition through to both anthems and of course this evening's hockey game at that point. But right now, as we go here, we will look at this one more time here, friends, as I'm definitely seeing us creep up towards that 100-hour mark, more than I think we ever have, as we're now at 88 out of 100. So we'll see what we can do this evening. But Devin, welcome aboard. Mo, welcome in as well, as we'll see where we go. And yeah, the Oilers got to figure out what's going to happen here tonight. They got to dictate tonight's game, or it will be very much so up and over for them. So as we go down low, and there we go, we're back, so perfect. Sorry, friends, just like I said, the weather out here in southern Alberta is absolutely wild today. Went upstairs there to grab that granola bar and watch the clouds roll in at the same time. So tonight. Matt, welcome aboard. Is coming down there, and well, here's the thing. Matt hasn't watched a loss in this series yet,
Yes.
which means the Crowfoot jersey is still technically good to go. Right? You've seen me switch things up a couple of times, but good day to you, sir.
Hey, good day.
How was the day at work?
Work day. Working six plexes.
Groundworks today or finals?
Yeah, groundwork still dirty.
Excellent. Matt rolling pretty much right off the job site over to the Big Beef to get a pizza, and now we're here.
Yes.
Setting up for game number 4. The Oilers are down 2-1 in the series. And these two last games against Dallas have been quite the turn compared to what you and I watched together over the previous 3 games.
Yep. Well, actually, last game I saw that Edmonton had 3 or 5 shots.
Yeah.
In the third period. So they started out hot, and then they start cooling down. And that's just the Dallas team that can live and adapt, or Edmonton getting a little worn down.
And that's where tonight, right, I think there's been a lot said about the Oilers maybe not having their legs under them early in this series. How much do you expect the Oilers to try and get going fast-paced tonight and carry that for a full 60 minutes?
No, I'd like to see them play more of a controlled, not high flyer. Go high flyer when the opportunity arises. You know what I mean? Because then you're playing good defense, good positioning, stay in the puck, passing lanes, and then you're helping Skinner.
That's just it, and that's where for the Oilers tonight, right, Stuart Skinner, a big storyline the past 2 games, obviously not being the winning goalie, and I think every time Skinner's the winning goalie, he's going to be applauded, and every time he's the quote-unquote ran out of town.
Yeah, but you look at last game, he only had 15 saves. Yep. The game before, he let in, 3, but he had over 20.
Yeah.
So that was a good game to me. It's just Edmonton couldn't finish.
Well, tonight's a new night.
Yeah, this is the night that Edmonton has to get the more goals.
And that's where we find ourselves, and I will inform you right now, we haven't had a chance to talk about that here yet tonight. Friday night I am unavailable. I'm driving around all through Calgary, the Crossfield, and a whole bunch of other situations.
Awesome.
Of watching some animals for some of my friends, but
that'll be fun.
It'll be fun. That said, though, for some reason we're losing stream. Is it storming out there when you were coming in?
A little windy.
A little windy. Okay, that might explain some things here, friends.
That's all good. I'll be working on my 80
yeah.
Mustang Cobra then.
There we go.
For my birthday weekend this weekend.
With old Jack Michaels live in the garage on 630 Chad.
Yeah.
All right, we're on the way, friends. Face off into the Oilers zone. Dallas immediately ices it just 7 seconds in. And if you're the Edmonton Oilers, that's one thing you want to try and take advantage of here in tonight's hockey game, is try and get Dallas kind of hemmed in their own zone a little bit, right? The Oilers, right, in that second period kind of struggled, so we'll see if that is the case here this evening. But this will be a face-off to the right of Jake Ottinger here. Face-off down inside the Dallas zone. This is going to be a big face-off. He's going to quickly make sure he gets everything fixed up here, as we're still trying to get this face-off going here for the Oilers and Dallas Stars, as for some reason they're really struggling to get things going in this as I'm just going to quickly we'll screen that there. There we go. Oilers control off the face-off down low behind the Dallas net. That one's going to get hit Robertson along the near side wall. He's going to flip out in the neutral zone over to Ekholm. Ekholm off the boards there, picked up by the Oilers at the Stars line, flipped along the boards. Puck goes into the bench, or else it was offside. But either which way, we'll have a stoppage and play for the Oilers and Stars right out of the gate here. This one's just kind of struggling to get underway smoothly, but Bouchard again could have finished a check there, just kind of didn't do it, and then the Oilers fired this one over to the boards, and I'm not 100% sure if they were just showing a replay that Bouchard didn't finish a check, but Perry's now on the ice here for the Oilers, back in the lineup for the first time since the Vancouver series. There's been a whole bunch of line changes. We'll talk about that here in a matter of moments as the Oilers get back underway here inside their own zone to the far side, lifted in there by McLeod. Perry out there just kind of patrolling the middle of the ice as the Oilers knock down at their own blue line and start Draisaitl back the other way. He's across the line, but Perry was dumped, and this too, I guess, would be the big focal point for the Oilers tonight. How well or how much of a needle mover is Corey Perry after missing 5 games due to being a healthy scratch?
He's your biggest veteran, right? He's been in the league. He's been to the Cup the last 3 years in a row and lost, so he's got that experience that can help them.
Face off outside the Dallas Stars line as Mr. Connor McDavid comes in for it here. Near side, the puck will be flipped down to Thomas Harley as the Dallas Stars transition back into the neutral zone. Puck takes a fortuitous bounce onto Hyman's stick. Unable to make a play with that one, and then Hyman will give the guy a rough break. And here's now a 2-on-1. First shot of the game. Dallas scores the goal to go up 1-0. And
that was a good shot, though. That was top shelf.
I'll tell you, that was called in the chat. It was somebody literally said, like,
first shot?
Yeah, I will go back up in the chat here. I'll go back up and see where it was. As let me go back up a little further. Where was it? I was asking
between the glove and the mask. That's a tough one.
It was Chris, I believe. Chris said after Dallas's first shot, it'll be 1-0. And there you have it. The Edmonton Oilers find themselves going down 1-0 on the first shot of the game from Wyatt Johnston. So
that was a good shot, though.
It was. I mean, there was not much reflex time available to Stuart Skinner on that puck, but
yeah.
Now for the Oilers, maybe a Southern Alberta, as we are dropping frames left, right, and center here tonight. And friends, stick with us here. My apologies if you're watching back home and seeing interruptions. We're storming down here in the great wide open of Northeast Calgary as we'll go here face off inside the Dallas zone. At 18:50 to go as the puck comes off the near side wall and Holloway tries to play it forward. CC eventually got it back to the blue line, and I'm not sure what.
Huge.
That would be something that would definitely turn the opinion of the crowd and the masses quite heavily as Dallas controlling along the far side wall. Back up the other way now, Duchesne down the wing. Duchesne 3-on-3 as everybody for the Oilers floods back into the zone. The shot fired, save looked to be made by Stuart Skinner on that one. So he's 1 for 2 as the puck's behind the net now, and Cody Ceci battles along the wall. Duchesne seeing the puck one there to Adam Henrique, who will try and backhand out of the zone. A weak attempt sees Kane lift into the middle of the ice, and the Stars on a line change catch the Oilers a little bit flat-footed. Far side pass, near side stolen away there by Nugent Hopkins. Pass ahead now for Hyman as Hyman, is that Hyman? Yeah, it is Hyman, busting down the left wing, unable to make that puck go any much more further as here's Bouchard to the middle of the shot from Nugent Hopkins. He flipped up on it, and Nuge will roll around to the left wing as Nuge over near side. The shot from McDavid.
That was
Did that go up over top off a stick? I think it did. I don't know if Ottinger got a piece of that.
He had his opportunity.
Wow, that was the shot right there.
Yep, it was.
The Oilers get that one on net. It is back to 1-1 just like that. As you see, Nugent Hopkins fan the one-timer. And this pass by Nuge was absolutely needle-threaded. And McDavid,
good call.
Yep, off a stick. So
he shouldn't have stick handle.
Just rip it.
Yeah.
I mean, he had Ottinger sliding over down low in the net.
Just put her in on net.
1-0 the shots for Dallas. Guess what, friends? We still are waiting that first shot for the Oilers, which very well could flip the momentum right back in our direction, albeit though the fourth line here on the ice now for the Edmonton Oilers, as this one's now Nurse. Along the wall, Brown will skate out of the Oilers zone, down the right wing. Brown over to the far side. The shot from Nurse goes up over top of the net off of Ottinger's blocker. So Darnell Nurse questioned a lot over the past 2 days for his performance in the playoffs so far. Gets into the shooting lane, gets a shot on net early.
Yep.
And, hey, you can't fault the guy for trying to rip it from there.
Nope.
So, all right, Nurse 0 goals on 30 shots in the 2024 playoffs, and it's just kind of odd, right? Like, Ekholm's really coming and stolen away the offense from Nurse, and 2, I think Bouchard stealing a lot of the spotlight on the power play, but I'd like to see him factor in here on a couple of scoring opportunities. Kulak off the face-off, blast one towards the net. The Oilers still officially without a shot here in this first period on the score clock, so that's where we're at, as Harley will spin this one off the wall and fire out into the neutral zone, tipped down by Dallas. Spinning around as that will be fired to the far side, and it will be Ceci and Broberg, the pairing for the Oilers, as this one will be tied up in the middle of the zone. Lindell cues up Heiskanen over top of the net. That was a good-looking wild shot there from distance, as this one will pop through the neutral zone. Across the line is Draisaitl battling there. McLeod gets going, and this will be Bouchard firing that in. Now, apologies there. We seem to have something going on with the dog here today. I think Matt, I'm gonna just quickly go. I think there's thunder off in the distance, and the dog's really struggling with that. So we got an offside. However, give me a moment.
Sure. So let's see here. Anything going on in the chat? Cheer for which team do you enjoy? Canuck fans are golfing already. But you know what? Here comes the Oilers. This is do or die tonight. So the face-off in Dallas' zone. Dallas takes around the back of the net. Dallas takes it up, entering their own zone, exiting their own zone. Dump it down. Oilers get in their own behind the blue goal line. Edmonton actually pulls it out of their own zone and dumps it down. It was tipped, no icing.
Well, that's good news. I like that. No
Yeah.
icing. Oh, and look at that. We
Point.
kept it in here too. All right, Matt's got us going. I didn't
Tried.
expect you to do that.
Tried.
I like that. 15:49 to go. Dallas will transition out of their own zone, however, as this one comes across through the neutral, and Duchesne will just chip up off the stick of Skinner here. We got 1-0 the score for Dallas. That's kind of the tough part here right out of the gate, but the Oilers still don't have that first official shot. I'm telling you, if the Oilers can find a way to get this going, that would be awesome, as this one will be up the near side boards. Dadonov along the wing, leaving it there
There
for
we go.
Bouchard in behind. Is that nice and cold?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
that
yeah,
was
that's
nice
good.
right there.
That's good. Now Dallas players are a little tired at the start of the game, but they got their, Edmonton has a little edge on them right now.
Here we go. Alfaxa will take in for the face-off here.
After the first 5 minutes here, I haven't even seen a shot. That's not good.
Well, that's thankfully Dallas only has one, I guess we could say, is
Yep.
Broberg draws in on this offensive zone face-off for the Oilers. In behind the net, Kane tried to reverse in front. To the far side it goes for Dadonov, who will flip up off the boards. Wild swing there by Broberg at it. Comes back down low into the Oilers zone for another icing call. And you see how lightly the Oilers skated back there. I think they know they got a little bit of a possibility to get something going on this face-off here. So we'll see where this one goes.
I'd like to see a good face-off win and back to the point again and put it on net again.
Yep, and they're
Look
going
for
to
a
switch.
juicy rebound of some kind, because Odger, he's going to stop the first one, maybe the second one, but not the third one.
Well, they just switched out the D pairs on this one to get Ekholm and Bouchard out there, so I think the Oilers have a sense of, hey, let's go. This is a good opportunity.
Give it to Bouchard. He's hot.
McDavid, Nugent Hopkins, and of course Hyman on the ice. Nuge taking the draw here. He'll jam it along the boards. Bounces right onto the tape of Suter. He'll bounce off the boards into the neutral zone. Knocked down there by Ekholm, who will skate through a man. Literally knocked him right down to the ice while skating past his shoulder as this puck goes into the Oilers' end. For Bouchard, who's wheeling and dealing up through to the right wing. Here's McDavid down the right wing, leaving it right there for Nugent Hopkins just could not pull the trigger, and that's going to spring a breakaway for the Stars up over top. Hintz, I mean, he clubbed that one up over top of the net. That's not usually what you see happen on a breakaway against the Oilers. 14:40 to go in this period. There's a good save from Stuart Skinner right in front, and then Ekholm takes exception to Robertson. And that's something we also haven't seen much of in this
Well, it's
series.
getting more intense, right?
And Robertson, too, a guy that...
Halfway through a season. Or a session, the series.
Yep, and you don't want to see Robertson get comfortable in this game tonight.
No.
Patrick, last time out, he feels the puck on his stick once tonight, and it could be all over. So here we go, friends. The Edmonton Oilers will have the opportunity in this first period for a face-off inside their own zone.
Come on, Skinner.
As this one will come back now for the Stars to the point as Lindell fires the shot. Score. Oh my. You got to yank him. I mean, I don't want to pile on Skinner, but you got to yank him on that. You can't. You can't let this go now. You can't. That is, yeah, that one just can't happen.
Wish I can be in the NHL and play again.
Oh. Like that was, I mean.
Wow. Well, that was a huge screen.
It
But
actually
deflected at the
deflected.
end.
Okay, it deflected.
But that's the thing when you look at championships that are won.
Oh man.
Like that was a beautiful goal. But championships are won by goalies. Kiprusoff is basically the only goalie in a long time to get the Flames there because he could find things through screens.
Well, and that one again hits off the back end of Nurse into the back of the net past a baffled Stuart Skinner on that one. I get that it's a deflection and all, but that is tough to watch go in, especially live. I mean, you guys just saw the reactions on our faces here as the Dallas Stars jump out to a 2-0 lead. But hey, if we're the Oilers after seeing Dallas do it last game, we got them right where we want them tonight, right? There's the positive spin. The Oilers obviously need to get something going here as this one will be up through to the far side wing. The Dallas Stars just bounce it in. Stuart Skinner comes out to play the puck for Bouchard. Bouchard and Ceci now starting to see a couple of goal or minutes on the ice here together as they go up the ice now for McLeod. Down into the corner as Draisaitl will touch the puck, try to get it in behind the net, but the Oilers have been quote-unquote lifeless in this first period of play.
And they're in Edmonton. Now they got to turn up the offense. They got to get their legs moving constantly and start making plays.
This one now over the blue line for the Oilers to the near side. Draisaitl will backhand to the far wing for Ekholm. The shot through traffic. Oilers have gone 7 minutes here tonight without a shot on goal. Duchesne will go up through the ice to the far side. He's sealed off there. Perry throws a hit. The first time I think I've seen him do that in 3 weeks. As this one will be Leon Draisaitl behind the goal line, bouncing it off the boards. I mean, the Oilers don't even look like they're in first gear. I think they practice harder on an outdoor rink than they do out there right now in this game. As this one is now Dallas transitioning back the other way. Radek Faksa through the middle for the pass to Sam Steele. The shot ripped towards the net. Goes up over top of the net into the netting. But, that is...
disappointing.
That is massively disappointing to see the Oilers in this situation already tonight.
But sadly, you always see that sometimes with Skinner, but that was a fumble goal that I think he should have still had.
Yep.
And the very first shot of the game, goalie should always have.
Yep.
So to me, they can settle down, get that defense more focused because they're letting way too many opportunities for rushes.
Oh yeah.
How many breakaways? How many 2-on-1s already? This is too early for that.
Yeah, and that's exactly it. I mean, for the Oilers too, and that's the other side. Like when you say settle down, that would mean they're running chaotically, scrambly out there.
I just mean on defense.
No, I know, but that's like in the offensive zone. That's what generally creates it back the other way. We haven't seen the Oilers pushing the pace. We haven't seen them they just aren't moving.
Yeah, and Dallas is.
Yeah, and that's really, I think, friends, if you're just tuning in wondering, hey, what's the real thoughts after the first whatever minutes of this hockey game?
Horrible.
Yeah.
They're in Edmonton. I was expecting more pizzazz from them or something.
Well, and especially coming out of blowing the 2-0 lead in the first period. You think the answer would be like, hey, let's go have another good one and not blow it this time?
I think this would have been the game that they should have put the backup in.
Yeah, well, and that's exactly...
Because they let 5 goals in on about 20 shots.
Yep. Well, the one was an empty netter, but still 4 on 20 is no better. Yeah. And
4 on 19 then.
Yeah.
He said 15 saves.
But my problem tonight is you can blame Stuart Skinner all you want for whatever's happened tonight or whatever's not happened.
Yeah.
But like you said, it should have been Cal Picard.
I think so.
There was no reason not to go to Picard after game 2 to get to line it up, get Picard a win in game 3.
No, you got to give Skinner. You got to give him the grace. He got your first win against Dallas, and then he lost, but only 3 goals.
Oh no, it wasn't blaming Skinner at all. It was just to keep Skinner fresh.
Yeah. Yeah.
But now, you're down 2-0 in this hockey game, and now Dallas is kind of running show inside your own zone. As Dallas in front off of Skinner makes the big save there. That one he pushed out to the far side and was able to get away from the net. As here's Bouchard leading the rush down the ice for the Oilers. Backhanded over to McDavid, not ready for it. As this one comes near side. As this will be picked up now for the Oilers at the line. No, hops over his stick. And the Oilers, that was one of those moments where we haven't seen them moving their feet much in this hockey game so far, but Bouchard did as McDavid drills it down deeper into the Dallas zone. Flipped up into the middle of the ice. Bouchard across the line for McDavid. And that will be tied up along the near side point, and it will go back into the neutral zone. Ekholm will try and get across. Dallas is just playing 4 wide at the blue line at this moment in time. As here's a drag to the middle by the Oilers. A shot on finally. Almost 8.5 minutes into this hockey game, gets easily turned away here, and this one will be along the near side wall, and this is about as terrible of a performance. I think everybody talked about the Oilers' second period last game being the worst period of hockey we've had since November. This somehow has been worse as Derek Ryan along the end wall is Janmark. Behind the net now, near side pass for Ryan. Fourth line's kind of got some zone time going here. But Janmark gets quickly swallowed up by Petrovic. Back to the blue line. It's swiped out by Ceci. All the way down now again for Broberg. Broberg, a nice heads-up pass. Tips it into the zone. Here comes Janmark against Ottinger. Can't get it through cleanly. And this one will now be picked up there for Ben. Ben to the far side.
Big bad Ben.
The Dallas able to get it out of the zone, back into the Oilers' end. 10:48 to go in this first period of play. Puck off the end wall. Kulak to the far side. Nurse picking this puck up, and this one will be fired up through the middle. And I don't even know where to go with this. This is tough to watch.
Yeah, especially in maybe the last game in their home barn.
That's just it, right? I mean, as much as we're talking about,
like we saw when Skinner made that save, he saw that, but he didn't even kick his foot out.
No,
To me, if you have excuses, but excuses don't make champions.
if
you're tired, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, and that's where again, right? That's like we're both saying, Picard should have been starting game number 4. Actually, that was the title of the game 3 post game was start Picard in game 4. So. This is fired down in the Dallas Stars zone as Dallas will try and get this one going. Friends, if this gets much worse, it'll be pretty much just a commentary instead of a play-by-play because I'm sorry, this is tough to even describe. As Darnell Nurse in behind the net now, leaving it there for Kulak, batting it along the near side wall, picked up by Dallas, down along the boards, picked up now by Holloway, leaving it there for Kane, battling inside the Dallas end, and I don't know, that Dallas Stars player just kind of fell down on the job there. As here's Dallas across the line, the shot ripped, kicked out by Skinner, picked up now by Bouchard along the end wall. No contest right there. Dallas just plows through anyway. Near side, picked up. Lindell fires the shot, takes another bounce off an Oilers defender towards the net. That one missed wide. And this one will be flipped back inside now, the Dallas zone, as Lindell will go battling there against Draisaitl. Both teams tie up, and it's flipped back into the Oilers' end, and magically there's a Dallas Stars player already below the goal line inside the Oilers' end. Right in front, the backdoor pass just missed, and this one will be flipped now for Steele as he has it stolen away there by Perry. Perry's knocked off the puck, but got it to McLeod. Here's Draisaitl down to McLeod. McLeod in front, back to Draisaitl, tangled up there. 2 Dallas Stars players all over Leon Draisaitl as Perry joins the fray inside the near side corner, leaving it there for McLeod. McLeod off the boards, back to the high point. The shot from Perry goes wide of the net over top, as this will be Draisaitl, the far side. The Oilers get 23 seconds of zone time in that possession, as this will be Draisaitl backhanding inside the Dallas end. Picking it up is Suter. Suter up the near side, looking to make this one through the middle. It'll go into Broberg, as Broberg will leave this along the wall. Both teams, they're battling in front. That was a good play, I think, there from Sagan, but just couldn't find the feet in front. As this goes to the far side boards, the Oilers have one shot through 12 minutes of play here in this first period of play, and another breakaway that the referee breaks up.
They're starting to pick their feet up, though.
Here's McDavid in on net, driving Ottinger.
He was looking for that corner, but he accidentally shot straight on.
Yeah.
He had it. As twice tonight, he had an opportunity.
As McDavid gets the Oilers, this feels weird to say, best chance of the hockey game 13 minutes in. I mean, again, I'm almost saying it like it's too little too late. It's definitely not, but
there's still 2.5 periods left.
Yep.
But this is where they got to take some motivation off. Now they got to start playing better for the rest of this period, take that motivation into the next. Boom. Get a goal right off the start. Or right now, keep pushing, get one now.
Well, give me a second here. I'm going to go. I didn't do this, I don't think, in game 2. I don't think I did it in game 3.
Eat pizza online?
No. Oh, trust me, I ate a big old bowl of cereal and now I feel like dairy's killing me. But we didn't have a Pepsi on stream last time, so we'll try and...
superstitious, eh?
We'll try and break this the right way, as the Oilers obviously struggling early on in this game, so...
Well, you know what? The Oilers are making me look bad right now, too, Greg, because I had so much confidence in them saying they're going to take it in 6, and then they're like, no, we're going to make you lose and win in 7.
Yeah.
You suckers. I still have the confidence that they can turn this around. They've been resilient like this all year. They've shown their bad colors, and then they've shown their good colors. They can turn this around, but Dallas is just playing really good man-to-man defense.
Well, and two, right, is like you look at that chance Draisaitl had at the back of the net, right? You're talking about the man-to-man. They had the guy there to tie him up, and then the guy there to take the puck away. It was a two-layered defense, which I know on Draisaitl and McDavid you see often, but it's not often that you see a guy in position to grab the puck after the guy ties him up.
Yeah, but you got to remember, too, Dallas is a more stockier team.
That's true.
So they can give you a little nudge and you'll go flying, right? Or you can hit them really hard and you'll go flying.
Yep. And that's just it. So, friends, if you're just tuning in, welcome aboard to Dolynny TV this evening. I see that we're kind of having a little bit more of a audience than we have had the past little bit. It's been a little bit quieter since the NHL has been streaming their own games. But again, if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. Again, I would tell you, based on the first 12 and a half minutes of this game, don't judge the Oilers and don't judge us on tonight's live stream, as this one comes back along the wall now for Hyman. We'll try and gear back up here, as if the Oilers want to play, we'll play this evening, as this one goes behind the net now for Nugent Hopkins. Top line on the ice here, down low it goes. Battled there to the far side boards, off the wall. Bouchard gloved it down. Pass now for McDavid. McDavid to the far side point for Ekholm. Ekholm's wheeling and dealing here inside the zone as it's Nugent Hopkins along the wall. Johnston, though, freed it up there after Nuge took a bump, and now Ekholm will pound it into the zone on Ottinger. That actually counts for a shot. So you like to see that one, as this one comes now picked up for Bouchard up the middle of the ice, tapped off a stick, and this will be into the neutral zone as McDavid can't get on the side. I don't know how that's not interference there. And McDavid's going to kind of tangle up Ben a little bit and give him a
let them play.
Stinky glove there, as this one goes to the far side. And yeah, let him play. That's what we're seeing there on that one for sure, as this is picked up in the middle now. Here's Kulak near side. Kulak leaving it there for Janmark. Janmark backhanding down low. Can't get the puck free, as this comes back now near side. Marchment missed it, and it will be an icing call, but
Let's see here what they were showing Ben and McDavid. What you're watching, I didn't get to see that.
Yeah, they were just, I mean, the puck wasn't doing much of substance, but they were just really tangled up there along the wall, kind of battling each other for position to get over to the zone was McDavid. And they're going to show it here on the replay. Ben just kind of dug in, and see, that's... He's got body position. He's not holding. He's not grabbing. McDavid holds and grabs, actually. So
well, he has to. Ben's so big.
That's it. Hold on for dear life, or you're getting dumped.
Yeah.
This one's
McDavid should gain 30 pounds. You might have a chance.
Yeah. Far side pass off the shot from the point there for the Oilers. Dallas gets it out of the zone, back into the Oilers' end. Marchment went chasing after it. As this one will go to the far side, as Draisaitl will pick up now. Perry leads it ahead for Nurse back to Perry. Perry rips the shot.
Nice try.
Yes. Rebound! Ryan McLeod! Ryan McLeod finds the back of the net, and the Oilers score the 2-1 goal.
That's what you want to see.
Let's just keep rotating guys out of the lineup, because goodness sakes, do they show up in the next game they're in?
Yeah. Well, look, Perry, who's on the shot, right?
Yep.
So, look at that. He just said, why not just throw a puck on net? Hey, let's just try to get something, and I got a nice juicy rebound. Perfect. Audrey couldn't see. That's what you want to do.
And look at this shot from Perry right through traffic.
Oh, he got it through.
He got it through, and then McLeod just kind of piled on that puck.
You know what? McLeod really needs that.
He needed that bad after being scratched last game. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And look at that. Right.
That was beautiful.
2 feet away from the goal line to score
He
that
just
goal.
chipped it up, and he did a little tap-a-roo.
Made sure that one wasn't getting
It was all on the wrist on that one.
They're showing highlights now for Nurse, who I think got the secondary assist in that one. As McLeod's first of the playoffs couldn't have happened at a more desperate time for the Oilers, as it's Perry and Nurse. That is 3 guys right there. You know, the only more poetic thing is if Stuart Skinner could get an assist as well tonight.
I used to love it when I used to get an assist, because you just got fired all up to the other blue line.
As this one will be picked up by the Stars now, down inside the Oilers end. 6:05 to go in this first period. Well, I didn't see where that one went for a brief moment. Broberg's got it near side corner as Holloway lines this up for Kane in the middle. Kane just kind of slow moving through the neutral. Couldn't get that going, as this will be picked up now to the far side for the Dallas Stars. 5:47 remaining in the first period, and all of a sudden it's a much different game now.
Yep.
It's got a much different vibe than it had.
Well, Dallas was sitting back there a bit.
As this will be a shot towards the net by Dallas, stolen away, and now here's Draisaitl trying to get started, or was that Henrique? One of the two, as the puck bounces and loading up now the Stars. Shot through traffic, what a block from Holloway in front. And here's now Draisaitl back and looking to roll that along the boards for Ekholm. Ekholm through the middle of the ice now picking up. Here's McLeod back to Draisaitl. Draisaitl right down Main Street.
Save.
What a save by Ottinger.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what you want to see. All of a sudden the Oilers are getting to work here.
He didn't put it where he wanted, though. He was a little low.
Yeah.
It almost looked like it went right in the glove.
The Oilers fans are starting to, look at that.
Yeah, right. See, he didn't have to reach.
He didn't move.
He was even going down, and Draisaitl was trying to hit bar in, so he would have had a nice opening.
Well, friends, that is much different than I think we were thinking a moment ago, which is nice to see for the Oilers. Again, what I'll tell you right now, if you are just joining along for the ride, it was Dallas jumping out to a 2-0 lead early on in tonight's hockey game, and is now 2-1 for the Oilers. And, well, what else we got to say, Matt?
It's a one-point game. Everything's scratched away. Just keep pushing forward.
And I will say as well, if you're new to the channel, please consider hitting that subscribe button here on Dolynny TV.
Yes, please.
We did 16,000 last game out, hit it just at the very end. As we look forward to seeing where we can get to tonight, friends, we will have a watch time update, and then I'll get to the chat here in a moment as everybody's talking about that 16K right now. And guys, again, I can't do it without you, so thank you very much. And glad to see everybody join along for the ride in the stream here tonight, seeing a whole bunch of names we haven't seen in a little while here this evening. As Daryl, welcome aboard. James, welcome in. Bob's in the chat as well. Talking about your good luck jersey right there.
Oh!
And Coyote Steve along for the ride here this evening, talking about Skinner. He's got to make that next save. I think that's a fair.
He's made a couple, though.
He has?
He has, since the last goal. He's made a couple saves. He didn't look the strongest to me, though, especially that pad save that he looked like he saw, but he didn't reach as he was staying still, so that was still wide open.
Yep.
I didn't like that. That's why I like the Picard backup. If you let one more in, you gotta pull him in this period. If it's this period, if you get score one more in this period.
As they're showing that highlight there of.
Oh, that was beautiful.
That is the kind of goals that are going to make the Oilers Stanley Cup champions if they want to be.
And look, now they're actually up to 5-5 on shots.
Yep,
so
just like that.
So you just got to get, things will come, just got to play better defense.
As this one's to the far side, shot from distance. Nurse got the shot in front. Nobody was there to bang it home though. Nears Dallas to the near side, loading up Hintz to the far side. Shot went way wide. 4:59 to go in this first period of play. The Oilers now credited with 6 shots. They've come all the way back in this period. McLeod gets another shot. So, I mean, when's the last time we saw McLeod with a 2-shot playoff game, let alone a goal and 2 shots, as is picked up at the blue line? Nurse has it. He's going to wait for line changes here. As this will be Nurse rolling to the far side. Picked up Kulak up off the boards as this one's across the line now. Nugent Hopkins fires the shot. Save made in front by the block shot. Hyman up off the blocker that time of Mr. Jake Ottinger as the puck goes down along the wall. Here's the Oilers' top line. And the Oilers' top line has been putting in work here in this late half of the first period as this goes back around to the far side.
I would have shot that from the point.
That, I don't know, that must have hit somebody as this just kind of died near side. Dallas battling there as Bouchard rolls it onto the tape of Ekholm. Up onto the stick of Connor McDavid. McDavid across the line. McDavid trying to hit Nugent Hopkins back. And I'm sure Nuge was in McDavid's ear there. But you got to do that here. As Blingman, welcome aboard. Thank you so much for the super chat. Here's now Nugent Hopkins across the line. Leaves it there for McDavid. McDavid the rebound. Yeah! Scores! The Edmonton Oilers jump right back in the game. And you were saying Bouchard's riding hot. Give it to him. And he's the guy that scores the goal for you.
Yeah, well, he's scored more goals as all the defensemen for the Oilers this playoff so far. I believe so. Because
Yeah.
Cece's got one 2 games ago.
Well, friends, this one's going to heat up to be an absolute beauty now. I mean, just like that, Dallas blows the 2-0 lead.
It's good.
And for the Oilers, they blew it a period after
Yep.
getting the 2-0 lead.
Yeah,
So-
well, and see, put pucks on net. McDavid, look just how he didn't even raise it.
Nope.
It's like he meant to do that because the passing lane was gone.
Well,
That's what you got to look for.
that's what you were talking about against Vancouver, right? When
Yeah.
it comes to beating Shelovs, when it comes to beating a goalie that has your number, you have to beat them by them beating themselves, right?
Yep.
Make that pass not in passing it, but make it in force the goalie to make
Yep.
a save. And if you get the bounce,
Honestly, when I used to
There you go.
play NHL 2020, I used to only just do slap shots when I was doing 2-on-1s to the left pad, make a rebound over, always shoot it in.
bang, right? Like this. Again, not saying in the NHL video games are the best metric of hockey, but there's a reason that works, right? There's a reason that's programmed in there. So this one, McDavid and Nugent Hopkins with the assist. The Oilers right back to the attack. Henrique, again, tries to leave it off the pad of Ottinger.
No, he's looking for a pass there.
As this one now will go down to the high point. The shot from Cece through traffic. Rebound off the side of the net. Kane pushing through. Tried to get it free for Holloway. Instead, Henrique will poke it. And then Holloway will keep it at the blue line for Henrique to keep on side. Oh, boy.
They're starting to move.
Yeah, this is all of a
It's
sudden.
like their
turning
legs were
into
tired or
yeah.
something, eh?
Oilers just lulled them into a sense of security. And now they'll go to the power play here.
Oh, boy.
I think Rogers Place is probably the loudest it's been all playoffs now, right on this whole moment here as the Oilers.
It was going pretty nuts, though, against Vancouver in Game 6.
It's true. It's true. But you look at this one right here is,
A high stick, or?
I don't know what they're, this is the goal. This is the
Oh.
replay of how it battled. Again, talking about Nuge having a good battle. But yeah, there's Connor Brown. It's his
Oh,
legs
yeah, he
buckled.
got chopped. He
Ooh,
got
boy.
chopped. Cry chopped. You put
That's-
your stick there, you can get that called every time.
All the guys at work were calling 6-2 for the Oilers tonight.
Well, I would too. That's what they have to do.
Yep.
If they can't do it, they're not meant to go
Fair enough.
all the way.
2:43 to go in this first period of play. 2 minutes of power play time for Connor McDavid and crew. Here is Gio joins in. Of course, Gio, we were just mentioning work, and now there's Gio appearing in the chat. As this one's to the far side, then to the near side. As this comes along the wall, picking up for the Oilers to try and turn this one back. McDavid gets it down low. McDavid right in front of the blue line. Bouchard off the post. Yeah, right there at the side of the net.
Oh,
Looks
he
like
got
Oilers
it.
just jammed it. And this will go back to the
On
high
it.
point now. Here's Bouchard over to Nugent Hopkins. Oh, another post right there for the Oilers. I think McDavid hit it near side and then just had a tap in from the far side and hit the inside of the near side post. My goodness.
Come on, here we
This one
go.
will go to the far side, loading up now. Nugent Hopkins rolling around in the near side for Draisaitl, loading up again. Here's McDavid to the point now. Bouchard, McDavid back with the puck. Oilers power play generating chances. McDavid skating around right in front. Hyman can't capitalize on it. And here's the shot now. Draisaitl fakes the one-timer. Down low to McDavid, spinning again off the line. McDavid back to the blue line as this will be now picked up. McDavid again to the far side. Bouchard over now. McDavid. McDavid rolling down the left wing. Back to the high point for Nugent Hopkins. This one over now for Nuge again to the far side. Picking up. McDavid rips the shot. Rebound in front. Traffic through. And it will be fired to the far side.
Oh!
Draisaitl misses the one-timer. He
wasn't in the right
three-quarters of the
spot.
net.
He wasn't in the right spot. It was right
Wow.
to his feet. That's tough.
That is absolutely
Nice
awesome.
play, Skinner.
Skinner makes a beautiful defensive play in his own zone, but that is about the best the Oilers power play has looked in a solid week.
Yeah.
As this will now be the second unit coming on the ice. 50 seconds to go in this one. Is this back inside the Oilers zone? 48.2 seconds on the clock as Stuart Skinner picks it up. And now this is all about right here. Just bring it home in this one here. This will come back now the other way for McLeod. Down into the near side. Picked up by Perry. It'll be back to the point for Dallas exiting the zone. Lifting inside. And this will go to the far side. Dallas to the front. Here's the shot. blocked in front off of Skinner. 22.6 seconds to go in this first period.
That's a good comeback, right? In one period, play like crap, couldn't get nothing going, then they got their legs going. It's like, yeah, this is game 7. They have to start thinking that.
Well, I mean, this is just what a roller coaster.
Oh, that was in.
It hit the stick on the line, and we're gonna review this here.
That was close. So let's see.
Nope. Off the blade on the blue.
Wow.
That is unbelievable there. McDavid would have missed it wide no matter what.
He would have hit the post. You never know. It looked like it was going to hit posted into me, baby. Come on. Give it to him.
As this one will be picked up near sideboards. 18 seconds to go. The shot loading here for Robertson. He can't spin it towards the net. Holloway tries to get this going. As this will be picked up now near side, as this will go along the wall and through the middle.
Ref's in the way, eh?
Robertson back the other way. Here comes Dallas loading up an attempt. Stop made right there by the Oilers defense.
Yep.
2-2 after 1 period of play. Oh my goodness. What a roller coaster that first period just was.
Yep. But that's the Oilers for you. You know, and you look at last year. Yes, there was high scoring games, but they can put the puck in the net.
Yep.
It's just that's what they have to do. But keep playing that good, tight defense that Paul Coffey's taught them to do.
And that's exactly, you know what, they really clamped down there in that later half, right? Dallas had all told 5 shots in the first 8 minutes. They finished the period with 6 shots total.
Well, they sat back and said, "Hey, we got 2 goals. Let's take it easy." And everyone's tired. That's why Edmonton starts slow, Dallas starts fast, as you saw, right? So everyone's going to tighten up. This is going to be a real good second period.
All right, well, friends, we're going to step aside here for a moment because I do want to go up and eat that pizza that Matt brought along for the ride tonight. You want to show off that thing, the old big beef special?
Oh, here? You gotta tease with opening it. Yes, I had some on the way, right?
Oh, that doesn't even look like big beef to me.
No, I got Hawaiian today.
Is that from the beef, though?
That's the big beefer.
Oh, all right. We'll be right back, friends. Stay tuned. My apologies, friends. These playoff games get earlier and earlier, and dinner gets pushed to the side more and more as we go along. Shout out to Matt for grabbing the pizza here on the way into the stream this evening. But the Oilers, my goodness, did they give us a lot to talk about here in this period here this evening, as the Oilers got to come out with a big old effort here in this second period, because if you let up another effort like Dallas had in Game 3, we're going to be in danger. That said, the Edmonton Oilers, desperate effort there late in that second period. They got their strides going. McDavid had that one chance, as Josh said, and then bing, bang, boom, back of the net. The Oilers found 2 goals here as Stuart Skinner goal allowed on the first shot in the 2024 playoffs. It happened 3 times so far in the playoffs and 7 occasions during the regular season. So it doesn't happen all that often, but it still happens often enough. I do want to say, though, a big shout out back home to Dell and, of course, Blingman for hitting that super chat button here this evening, keeping us commercial free on the broadcast thus far. Obviously, Blingman throwing down in that first intermission, so we'll keep things rolling along tonight. But no, glad to have you aboard, friends. We are in for an absolute roller coaster, or so it would appear this evening. So glad to have you. Maximus, I think when it comes to replacing Skinner with Picard, that time was Game 3 or Game 4, depending how you view it, depending on kind of your circumstance around how you would goaltend in the NHL. But just like for the Oilers, you got to do it at some point here, because you are not going to win this series if Calvin Picard does not start a game. I will tell you that one here tonight. And Martin, welcome in. Jeff, I missed you earlier. Ace, missed you as well. I don't know when you snuck in here, but that's all good. So you welcome aboard, as the Edmonton Oilers obviously do need to find a way tonight to win, or they will indeed be down 3-1. Steve saying Skinner looked bad on both. Can't get beat on either of those. And when Dallas Ottinger stops all those, well, you know what? Ottinger's had some shaky looks against them here tonight. Not that they've counted for shots for the Oilers, but the big part for him is that one McDavid chance early in the game there, where he kind of hit the stick and it went out of play. If he doesn't stop that one, this game might have been a little different there in that first period. So interesting goal there as we continue along. Neve, welcome aboard. And Jack, I don't know if I caught you here as well, but Orbit listening while driving back to Calgary. Mercy me, driving to Calgary.
Yeah. Hey, hopefully the wind's going with you.
That's just it is. Those clouds are looking wild out there. I know you were just outside.
Yeah, so wind's coming south, so hopefully his fuel economy just went down.
Well, that would be good. I mean, I know for those of you up in Edmonton, I know it looks like a bright, beautiful day in Edmonton, but I guess there's supposed to be some storms or something throughout the back half of this week up in Edmonton, so I assume we'll probably be getting a good portion of that at some point here in the next 24, 48 hours. But in terms of what the Oilers are going to get thrown their way in the next 24, 48 hours, really comes down to which team shows up in this second period. Is it the first half of the first period, or is it the second half of the first period?
No, it's the whole period. This period, they got to play a whole 20. This is where they're going to make or break the rest of the game, honestly.
Well, that's what Dallas did last game, so.
Because like you saw, like they didn't have many shots last game in the third, and then they're showing that in the first here, so it's a little bit of the last game to this, but they're starting to figure them out slowly.
Well, I guess actually the way you're framing that, how much stock do you put into, if the Oilers score in the second period, that's going to set them up much better for the third period, given that they haven't scored a third period goal? Or like, how much of a concern is that third period goal for you?
No, to me, this is the night they got to get hot. Like one of your person said in the comments, they need to win 6-2, and they are correct. They have to show we are a nucleus. You have to take us serious, but they have to take themselves serious first.
And that's where we saw, as soon as McDavid got that driving in on the right wing chance,
and he's moving his feet.
Changed. Yeah, literally everything went.
And when McDavid was behind the net, stick handling like McDavid does, it gets everyone fired up.
Yep. Well, and that power play, for the first time all series, that power play was a momentum generator. And they're showing that stick again. I know you're going to have nightmares of that stick all series now.
It was going.
It was
going.
you think?
That's what I wanted to see. That was going.
I
saw it.
You're right,
I
you're
saw it.
right.
I got the plumbing level in my eyes. I saw it going.
All the Oilers fans celebrating the goal.
But you know what? He just couldn't get it up. That's all it is. Hey, you gotta raise the puck, right?
Yep.
Just like when David's first shot of the game that got deflected out. If he raised it, the top was wide open.
Yep. Well, friends, we are on commercial break here, but obviously the Oilers so far so good this evening in terms of setting up, like you're saying, a big second period that very much can and will define this hockey game.
Yeah, and you know what? I'd like to see them hit more too, because Dallas has the body power to throw Edmonton around, but they got to show that back. They got to show them themselves.
Yep.
Right now.
Well, friends, I'm going to take a quick look here. We are closing in on 300 hours watched already on the stream. So before we get even towards the second period, we're going to be up over 300. I've been riding solo here the last two games, and we haven't even hit 750.
Oh!
So we're looking forward to hopefully having Matt bring along enough, I don't know, pizzazz to the live stream. I don't know.
They just like
Crowfoot jersey.
The Crowfoot jersey,
That's
the ugly face. We're plumber talk. There you go.
That's where we're at. But yeah, Matt hopefully brings us back into the 1,000 hours watched mark. Of course, I know tonight, after one period to play, overtime's on the table. I mean, overtime's always on the table, but you've watched the Oilers need a goal late in the third period, and then that usually means overtime's not on the table because Dallas has scored a empty net goal.
Yeah, and that's why I said this second period is big. They need to play the whole 20. I'd like to see them get 2 or 3.
Yeah.
That's what they need. Not what they want more, but that's what they need.
Yeah, two goals in the second period sets you up kind of thing.
And they got to stop pinching. They got to start with the defense. Because I saw in that first, the defense was pinching a little too forward, not watching the guys behind. You saw they had a couple good breakaways, a couple 2-on-1s. They got to tighten up, play a better D.
Well, I mean, if the Oilers want to go out there and repeat that effort in the back half of the first period, all period, and then, like you said, tighten up from what they saw in the first half to all throughout, it's going to be a good success formula for them, I think, in this second.
Well, they're still learning, and this is the best group they've had around McDavid since he's joined. So to me, this is their year to go.
Well, Bling Man, thank you so much for the super chat. But yeah, this is
Bling.
This is where it is. The Oilers desperately need to find a way to make this happen. Like you're saying, this is the best group you've had. At some point, you're going to run out of time.
Yeah. Well, you're going to lose guys when contracts come up here soon in the next couple of years. So you're not going to have this nucleus that you do have. People don't call it a nucleus, but I think it's a nucleus. Because look, you got McLeod got the goal tonight. Mm-hmm. That's important. And that's what you always expected out of him. Right? And then just same thing. You see Nuge, he's grinding. Right? Holloway, he's speeding. He coughed it up a couple times. But he's speeding away. So they're using that young blood to get speeding around more, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Kane, he's got to step up on his stick handling. He's misplaced it too many times there. I think he just needs to throw down.
Yeah, I think Kane coming out and, dummying somebody in a scrum in front of Ottinger.
Oh, yeah.
Like, obviously, go in there, drive Ottinger. Don't try to drive him to
Honestly,
the
that's going to be Hyman.
That's
Hyman stuff.
Hyman will do that.
A guy that used to be on my beer league team, every time he'd get barely bumped and he was like going to the net, he would crash the net.
Oh, geez.
Just crash the net. And then when I played against him, I was like, I know him. And then I went out of the way, he fell into the net.
Yeah.
But you have to throw the goalie off.
That's just it, right? So
just like the beautiful pad pass McDavid did, you got to throw the goalie off.
Yep.
You can't give him what he's used to. You got to make him work for it, not give him straight on shots.
I'm watching McDavid do that. That was such an important exclamation mark on that first period. Something you'd been crying about all throughout the series against Vancouver. Just put it off the pads for a pass. Just stop forcing it across to try and tee up the one-timer.
Because you at least still get a shot on net, and then you might get a good rebound.
Yeah.
Right? Or fire it up high. Whatever, but get it on net. Yeah.
And that's obviously...
Because you never know. You can take a good blocker save from Ottinger, and it could be a nice juicy rebound. Right? I always try, whenever I played any type of hockey, I always say go with blocker, because you're always going to get a rebound. He's going to maybe go put it to the corner, but you might get it, circulate more, get some more opportunities. Right? He's got to put the pressure on. I like it when McDavid's spinning around in the offense because it's making the goalie move more, and he's working without even making a save. So his heart rate's coming up, and that's what you got to do to goalies, right? But for Skinner, I guess, you just got to throw it on net.
And it'll find
and Oilers fans are like, oh, boys!
The chat's been talking about that all night. I didn't know when we were going to get a chance to bring that up, but I like it.
Wow.
It's true.
That's like how it was with my ex-girlfriend, right? I was like, hey, can I talk to number 2 personality today? Number 1's giving me a latitude. So we just don't know what Skinner we have today.
Yeah.
Which I think he's rebounded well. The first one he should have had. That's one-on-one. That's on your goalie.
I mean, a good shot. That's
amazing.
Not to discredit the shot.
But that's the save that every goalie has to make.
Yeah. You make that, and all of a sudden the team's like, "Holy, we're in it! Let's go!"
Yeah. Right? If I let that in, any team I played with, they're like, "You have a hole in your glove or what? You didn't see it?"
That's just it. So I want to get back to the chat here for a moment. Rock and Sock. Welcome back aboard. A name we haven't seen in the chat in a long while. Great to see you back aboard here tonight. Asking what's wrong with Connor McDavid, missing open nets and stuff. I think
that was Dallas getting the stick in the lane, taking that opportunity away.
Yeah.
Basic hockey, get stick in the lane for passing or shots, put the body down like Edmonton was doing some block shots. Same thing. But you see McDavid started to speed it up after the 10 minutes.
Yep.
His legs were moving faster than they were in the first 10.
Well, and what we saw, right? It took that Connor McDavid chance down the right wing, and all of a sudden, bang, the Oilers arrived in that period. Just like that, they were on the scene.
But he's a little off, I see what he's saying, because he could have raised it a little higher, got over the stick, and probably could have got a bar down. Or the last opportunity on the power play, he could have just tipped that up. And it would have got over the stick. He had a wide open net.
It is true. So there's obviously, I'm not saying that everyone's asking me, Connor's obviously injured. I don't care.
No, they're all injured.
Exactly. I don't care to speculate if he's injured or not because
no one's healthy. The backups are sitting there drinking water like, maybe it's not me.
Yeah, you're at percents. But either way, friends, we're back underway here in this. Well, what is now second period to play? Pass to the far side. The Oilers are going to exit their zone. Nurse a little discombobulated there. Will just chip along the wall. Dallas is able to make a play through the middle. And this is a miscued play right there from Dallas. They dumped it deep. But then the Oilers, with an even worse play, able to turn it right over onto the tape of the Stars. And then Hintz accidentally bum checks Nurse and
fell over and bum checked him over. Yep.
This one will go now up the middle for Draisaitl. This game's been kind of weird at times. As this one's right in front. What a poke there from Perry getting in the lane.
That's Perry.
And then Perry throws a hit along the wall against Stankoven. Nothing of impact though. And here's now McLeod getting out from behind his own net. Looking to the far side boards. Pass to the near side. Nurse to the far side. Cutting through. And that will be an icing call against the Oilers.
Hey.
But that was a very good. We don't have our best on this opening shift.
No, they're coughing it up 3 or 4 times. They're ready, so that's not a good start.
But they didn't bleed a good chance on net.
No, Perry stopped that. That's why.
Yeah, that's the one thing I'm looking at. The Oilers, at least, hey, if you're going to play that poorly, unlike in Game 2 or Game 3's second period, you have to avoid the high danger chances.
Yep.
And like everyone's saying now in the chat as well, Perry with a good one here is this is now picked up by the Oilers. Near side pass. Again, that giving away the puck, though, like you're saying, not exactly what you want to see out of the first minute of this period, as this will come back down low now for Skinner. Skinner pass to the near side for McLeod. That one, you're not a fan of that one. As this one comes along the wall now for Heiskanen inside his own zone. He'll fire along the boards, pass through the middle again, cut off there by the Oilers this time. And both teams just struggling with kind of dotting those passes here in this second period of play as the puck comes along the wall, pass to the middle of the ice. Broberg is going skating for it. You were talking about the D-man pinching. Well, here comes Broberg down the wing as Holloway muscles down along the boards as well. In behind the net now, the Oilers push along the wall to the near side it comes. Broberg fires it back down low. The puck goes to the far side this time. as Cece will backhand through traffic into the near side corner. And suddenly, it looks like the Oilers might have a little something cooking here inside the Dallas zone until the pass behind the net. Oh, Cece just ended a guy. That's Marchment right there along the wall. Just caught him. And that was a big boy play right there by Cody Cece along the wall. I think that was hard contact. Marchment's up along the board.
He's trying to get a penalty or... Oh, never mind.
Hit him in the face with the puck is what happened. Okay, I thought Cece dummied him, but Marchment's going to go off.
Hey, smile and watch him fall out.
Right? Marchment's going to go off, down, and he's going to go down the tunnel here. So that's a big player that the Dallas Stars just lost. But again, obviously I saw Cece go into contact, Stars player go down. I thought for sure there was a hit there, but nope. I didn't think the puck caught him in the jaw, but that's exactly what happened.
Well, those hurt.
And here's again why the Oilers are having success tonight. 16-9 in the face-off dot. That's a huge
keep it going
for success. As this time, of course, you mentioned it, and they lose the next draw.
Always.
But the Oilers trying to maintain offensive zone possession time, as this will be up off the boards here. The shot by Faxa turned aside by Stuart Skinner, and now a pass to the middle of the far side. Ekholm chips in as the Oilers unit tries to get started here to the far side boards. Hyman along the wall, sees it go past him, battling along the boards there. Both teams trying to find this puck. It'll be batted back inside the Oilers zone. Stuart Skinner will cover up. They were going to let him play it, and then he took that last...
They took too long.
Yeah.
Ref just like, not calling it.
So, it's a $4.5 million 50-50 jackpot for Al. I believe this
Where's my ticket?
Right? I think that's through the first 4 games of the playoffs, so that's how it's kind of combined itself up. As the face-off is down inside the Dallas zone, ripped off a Skinner right there to the far side, picked up now by the Oilers through the middle. This will load up Connor McDavid across the line. He is really,
he's turned the Jets on.
After he got that chance in the first, he's really got his wheels moving.
Yep.
And I don't care if you're a skating analyst or whatever you're saying, so McDavid doesn't quite look right. I don't care if McDavid looks right, wrong.
But look at that beard. He's just rough and bruised up like everyone else.
That's what I mean. If he's moving his feet, that's all I ask out of Connor. A slow Connor McDavid is the worst thing the Oilers can possibly have. It neutralizes the entire attack. So, all right, here we go, friends. Face off inside the Dallas Stars zone. 17 minutes to go in this second period of play. As Dallas along the wall there. Perry again physically engaged. You like to see it, but the Oilers cough it up at their own blue line. Pass to the middle there by Hintz. Goes off the stick of Kulak into the far side corner. Dallas back to the blue line. Shot fired. Save made by Skinner. Now rolling back in front. Tipped off a stick. Fired back in by Dallas down in behind the net. Kulak goes along the wall. Perry battling there, trying to get things going for the Oilers. Back to the point now. This will be Dallas working into the corner. They're getting some zone time to respond here. Oilers desperately need to get this puck out ASAP. Heiskanen, the shot fought off into the corner there is this one. Right up now, picked up for the Oilers. Draisaitl skating away down the right wing. Draisaitl towards the net, misses that one wide. Trying to burger flip that one right into the slot for the Oilers as this tapped ahead for the Stars. Fought out back into the neutral zone as this will be the Dallas Stars at their own blue line. Punching this one ahead through the benches area. That took a nasty hop. And into the Oilers zone for, I believe,
I think that was off one of the guys on the bench.
Oh, yeah? Yeah. So we have a stoppage and play in the neutral zone then, but 16:07 to go in this second period. Not much in the way of excitement for the Oilers so far, but at the same rate too, they're causing themselves some problems, but not giving up too many chances against.
Yeah, they're playing a little more solid defense, but Dallas is coming on. You're seeing how they are. Yep, see? There you go.
Stoppage in the neutral zone, so face off inside the center ice area. Scrambled off the draw over to Cece. Cece will fire this one in on Ottinger, and he mishandled that. And then Janmark just snowed the goalie, too.
Come on.
So here we go.
Let's
go.
Bust
up with the fourth line. As Janmark's...
Oh, never mind. Kane's not there.
No, Janmark's a guy who's not afraid to get dirty with it too. But
yeah, but I'd rather see Kane
well,
in there.
Kane's the guy that'll end somebody.
He'll smile after the fight. I just love him.
Oh, what a good snow!
Oh, yeah, those are great.
He really.
I've had so many of those in my time.
All right, friends, let's see.
Hey, you gotta get to the goalie somehow. It doesn't matter how.
Mm-hmm.
Surely you're there.
16:02 to go in this second period. 13-8. The shots on goal for the Oilers, as this will be now a face-off to the left of Jake Ottinger.
Big old Ben
In the draw against Derek Ryan. This is veteran savvy on veteran savvy, as Ryan's going to be waved out, and that'll bring in, I believe,
looked like Ben just pulled him in. He's so small, Ryan.
As this is battled off the draw. Janmark somehow tipped it down low. Ryan comes scrambling along the boards trying to free this one up. Janmark's literally just in there battling as Ryan was erased to the floor. As this is going to the far side, boards up the wall now. Johnston through the middle, tipped there, across the line, right onto the tape of Ben. Ben spins off of Broberg, back to the point. The shot save made. Skinner rebound goes wide of the net right there for the Oilers and the Stars along the far side wall. Back to the blue line, near side. Lundell pumps it on net. Skinner the save, and that time he kicked out the pad for you. As this back the other way now, Janmark around the side of the net. Threw it towards but didn't hit, as it comes now again for Derek Ryan. Ryan spinning over the corner back to the point. Ekholm far side loading up. The Oilers spin off the attack again down low. Dallas was trying to push the points there a little bit, and here's Hyman shooting, and that one will go to the far side as Ekholm leaving it there for McDavid.
Yes.
McDavid over the near side, just couldn't thread the needle there.
Should have shot.
Hyman up at the high point, keeps it onside. The shot save made by Ottinger.
Good
and
work.
Then Dallas clears it out, and that will be an icing call. That's
good pressure.
That was a great fourth to first line changeover and shift.
Yeah, I just rather see McDavid shoot that, not pass that.
Yeah.
Because he passes too much. And they know it, as you can tell. They're putting the sticks in the lane. They're like, yeah, he's just going to pass.
And just some great opportunities there. Hyman obviously keeping that
Just a
puck
beast.
on side. And look at him ripping it through traffic there as well. So, as this one will be fired inside the Oilers' territory off the face-off win by the... Oh, right in front! Hyman to the backhand up over top of the net. I don't even know how that... I guess that was
It's a beautiful blocker save.
dirty old dry settle burger flip right there. As this one off the side of the net, it will be Ottinger freezing the puck.
Ottinger, that was he made a beautiful blocker there.
Wow.
That's why Dallas is here.
Yeah, I mean, I have not seen Hyman cut in all alone like that right there, but unbelievable. This is
Yeah. He got a piece of it with the blocker. This would be
and
better.
what a rip by Mr. Evan Bouchard
Yeah.
to get that through the neutral
Oh,
zone.
he almost got it over the blocker too. Wow.
As I don't
Sorry,
know.
nerves are hitting us.
I
Hey,
know.
come on,
I don't know
boys.
if Haynow's
Step it
not-
up, step it
I
up.
don't know if Haynow's getting my reference there, the dirty burger. I watched a movie, the Trailer Park Boys here the other one.
Oh, man. Oh, yeah. Old school Trailer Park Boys. Huh. Canadian times.
Right, face off inside the Dallas zone. Pavelski against Holloway. Face off is won back by Dallas. 14:20 to go in this second period play. 16-10. The shots on goal, by the way, for the Oilers. So they've all of a sudden woken up here in this second period and it is suddenly game on. As this up through the middle of the ice, Duchesne over to Tanev, trying to transition back the other way. The Oilers kind of steal that puck away a little lightly, and the puck's battling here along the wall. Kane, everybody tying up. Everybody's just going to pile in. Oilers fans pile in a little bit as well.
Fire him up.
This is going to be across now. Holloway going into the front of the net. Ottinger pokes it away. Pass down in the neutral zone. All of a sudden, both teams kind of tightening right up here in the neutral as this puck goes all the way down to Stuart Skinner. Pass to the far side. The Oilers trying to make the pass over the zone. Camera guys shaking back and forth like, woof, giving me whiplash there. The Oilers eventually ice that puck with 13:30 to go, and Kane is asking for a penalty here. but instead he's going to skate back inside his own zone, so that's good to see there. As long
Yeah,
as
refs
King's
like,
not
you're
making
tough. Come on, take it.
That's just it.
They're not going to call something simple. It has to be out front and blanked. That the refs will see.
All right, face off. Inside. Point shot loading for the Dallas Stars. Ends up going wide of the net, and here's now chipped
Line
along
change.
the wall as Kane fired it down low for Ottinger. Draisaitl on the ice now as the Oilers crash right
There
there.
you go.
Big hit along the wall. That's a big jolt right there in this one. We'll go right through the middle.
There you
Save
go.
Made by Skinner.
Yep, 11th of the game.
Well, there you have it. Stuart Skinner starting to pile up the saves, and I mean, end of the day, the chances are also starting to pile up against Ottinger, but I just don't even know. Like, that one was...
Oh, it
I
was
think, did he double tap that off
that
the
was
arm?
a forearm.
Yeah.
Oh, just a little lower.
What an
Jeez.
unbelievable chance there for Zach Hyman. But friends, we'll go
Man.
here to check again the watch time as we're loading up what has been a pretty incredible stream all told already. We're up over 380 hours watched on the stream this evening.
380. Thank you, everyone. Eh?
Yeah, and that's what just doesn't make sense here yet tonight is we're
Oh.
up over 5,400 views. I think last live stream we tapped out around 8,100. So the fact that we're pacing this well tonight is absolutely fantastic to see, and glad to see everyone's enjoying a Wednesday night, wing night, I guess, as well.
Yep.
So, hey, if we don't get overtime tonight, we could sneak on down to the Big Beef for some wings.
Right.
Good opportunity to get down there and see what's going on. Not that I'm assuming there's much going on at the Big Beef on a Wednesday night at 9:30.
Yeah,
but-
Wednesday night, everyone's at home, you know. It's a good day of the week.
Yeah. All right, friends. While we got going here, Gav saying McDavid looks pissed. Now this is language that doesn't necessarily fit the mold of how I normally talk on the channel, but
That's what they're saying.
but it's language that I've used several times over the course
I'm
of.
going to call it grumpy
yeah.
or disappointed.
But
It's probably because he expects more of himself, and he's had, like I've said twice now, that the first shot of the game, he could have got it up a little bit more. He had a wide open net top shelf. That power play, he could have gave it a nice flick.
Yep.
You know, right now he could have gave them a 4-2 lead right now, honestly. But he wants more.
Well, friends, we've got now an opportunity to see Chris come on board, and of course everybody else just chatting along. Solomon joining in as well, catching somebody actually coming in the chat at the first moment as we have a face-off inside the Oilers zone. Back to the blue line now. Here's Tanev.
Oh,
Calm down. We'll redo the face-off.
yeah.
As you need not get excited about that one, but we'll see what the Oilers can do here in this 13-10. Who's on the ice right now? I'm seeing Nuge on the bench, so I'm assuming probably somebody from the second or third line right now.
Looks like the Dallas coach is a little worried.
Yeah, he's not liking this
Nope.
second period thus far as McLeod dumps it in, and he's going to get off to the races down low. And again, McLeod just needs to stay in the battle a little bit longer. It's the playoffs, not regular season. You're not going to win that one just because he got down low in the zone. As this one will be along the wall, picked up now by Draisaitl. Draisaitl's trying to make the play. He had his pocket stripped, but still played it forward.
He was playing with it too much.
As this one goes bow for Draisaitl in the neutral zone again, turns over the puck. The Oilers' second line kind of fighting it here as Broberg will skate it across. The shot from Broberg battled in front as Broberg taps that one through the middle. Just about took out Draisaitl. But Broberg all of a sudden starting to show some flashes here in this hockey game. And he's going to try and skate this one forward the far side. Loading up Connor McDavid. McDavid down the right wing. McDavid spins off the wall. McDavid again cuts off the wall here and again spins past the Dallas Stars defender. The shot from Bouchard goes up over top. And there's Hyman running the goaltender.
Yeah.
Right on cue.
Good.
As this one will be flipped up into the middle of the ice across the line now. Pass to the middle for the Stars.
Not today.
Not through. And this is going to be quickly worked out by the Oilers. Pass to the far side, trying to free up Bouchard. At the point, Bouchard, exactly what you were talking about. Stop. Make sure. If there's someone behind you, don't go.
Yep.
And that was a great look there from Bouchard. He wanted that puck and said, hold up here. Can we make a more effective play? And the Oilers did as Heiskanen takes a bump from Nugent Hopkins. Puck is flipped out by the Stars. I thought that was going to play. My vantage point is terrible as this one comes to the far side boards as the Stars in behind the net here. 11:25 to go in this second period of play. Heiskanen rips it up into the middle of the ice, knocked down there. The Stars across the line. The shot from Ben, dragging around the side of the net. Ben just had the around the world right there and couldn't get a shot on net as the Oilers defense kept him to the outside. There's Kulak battling there. The shot loading here for Dallas. Blocked in front. Skinner was all the way out to challenge that.
It's good to see.
And this one now comes back into the neutral zone as Ryan will tie that one up. Just jam it back inside the Stars' end. And this will be picked up now to the far side for Dallas through the neutral zone, pass to the middle, and that is apparently offside. Okay, we'll take it. As 10:49 to go in this second period, and things have definitely, like, there's been some good chances, but nowhere near the types of chances we were seeing in that first period play.
Well, no, now it's a 2-2 game again. So now both teams, they're opening up, but they're tightening up. And they got to, just how both teams can put any puck in the net.
That's just it. Here's Tanev ripping it inside the Oilers zone, far side. Nice play by Kulak to get it across the line. Now loading up Darnell Nurse near side. Kane rips the shot up over top of the net.
That hurt.
To play. Tanev's hurting, yeah.
Oh, yeah, he's got to go walk it off.
5-game point streak for Jamie Benn as he tries to look at the iPad to figure out something there, but this has been interesting here. As PTH is saying, whoever wins Game 4 wins the series. Mason Marchment now on the bench for the Dallas Stars once more after taking that puck up high. Equipment trainer talking things over.
You got the backup. Throw him in next if not.
This will be along the wall now, looking to see Holloway down low behind the net. Harley off the face-off inside his own zone. Tried to play that one onward, but it'll be instead flipped out by Dallas the full into the neutral zone. And then Nurse just got ugly with it along the boards there and didn't take a penalty. You like to see that, as this one will be along the boards now, picked up by Pavelski, who I don't think I've said his name at all tonight. Alfredo, welcome into the chat as well, as this is a discombobulation at the blue line here. Both teams fighting the puck, and this will be over to the near side now. Kane across the line, rolling down the shot, fire towards the net, goes off a leg, and it ties up here in the near side corner. Oilers fans getting things going, and both teams battling. Drysdale hacking and whacking. Harley's battling there, and now Drysdale trying to get this going here in the corner, as both teams really doing a good job engaging. There's 3 different cameras, and Drysdale just got taken down. I'm wondering if there's going to be a response on the next whistle.
No.
As this will be flipped up off the glass and out into the neutral zone as Dallas comes out 3 wide, and Duchesne kind of was left alone on an island there.
Oh.
And this happened once in a while in the stream so far. We just lost the live
How are
stream.
you doing?
Right?
Just saying, how are you doing?
Just losing the live stream a brief moment, and let's go here, and we should be back to action. Friends, my apologies, as Drysdale's looking things over there, talking about getting out of that pile and wondering.
Well, you know what? It's playoff hockey. It's going to get right physical.
Yep.
Right, so that stuff they're going to let go, but certain tripping like they've called already, that's what they're not letting go by.
There's Perry getting in down low, and then that chance for McLeod, and I mean, there was some good opportunities there. Ooh, he kind of took a butt end to the face there is what ended Drysdale along the boards. So
Ooh.
I didn't see that.
That hurts.
Maybe that's what we missed on the live stream cut note there for a brief moment. But hey, whatever. At the end of the day, if Drysdale's going to game on, that would be absolutely fantastic, as we will go here to, once again, check the watch time, friends. Now up over 418. So we got just 335-ish to go to try and beat out last live stream. Again, friends, if you've been aboard for the ride here tonight, glad to have you. We'll quickly recap everything that's happened in the back end of the game so far this evening. We'll quickly go over to give you the goal scoring this evening. It was Wyatt Johnston, Esa Lindell, Ryan McLeod, and Evan Bouchard. Now that Ryan McLeod goal, McLeod, Perry, Nurse.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
No, it's good hard work, right? And put the puck on net. It got through the screen. That's why he got a good juicy rebound out of that, because the goalie probably didn't really see it.
Well, and 3 depth scorers finding the back of the net for the Oilers to open the scoring down 2-0.
Yeah.
That's huge. As Merrick, welcome aboard. Who scored the goals for Edmonton? Well, we just covered that. That was timely coverage there on Dolynny TV right like that. As anyone else throwing anything here in the chat? I think Hayna was talking about Mr. Connor McDavid in MSG, Madison Square Garden down in New York. That'd be a pretty spectacle to watch.
That's why I've been wanting to see this whole playoffs. Is Edmonton and Rangers? They're my two favorite teams.
Yeah. And now Connor McDavid and Jamie Benn talking things over during the break here as McDavid goes to bat for Draisaitl, who ate that butt end of the side of the helmet. And yeah, tough as McDavid's talking things over with the referee is. And Draisaitl definitely talking his case as well. And we will have the face-off outside the Dallas zone, far side. Here's Bouchard ripping it into the Dallas end. And the puck goes up and out of play off somebody in front. And we will have a stoppage once again with 8:48 to play in this second period to play. Draisaitl looks no worse for wear.
Oh, no, he's feeling it, though. He just pushed through the pain. That's hockey players for you.
Well, and there's Hunter getting things going. There's some fans yelling and screaming in the stands. That young fan with all kinds of face paint on it. It's amazing how people can do that face paint. I tried it once. I failed very hard. So this will be a face-off now down for Faxa. Back to the blue line. The Stars push it. And this will be out into the Oilers territory. A brief moment. Dallas along the line here. Chips it back inside. As picking it up. McDavid's got the juices flowing here. He's got legs up the ice and in a hurry. Ottinger's going to play it to the far side boards. Turn it over to McDavid. Here's Hyman fighting off the puck. Hyman's still battling that puck. He's still got it, by the way. And this will be along the wall as this will be tipped out. And here's Nugent Hopkins playing to the far side. He'll lift up into the middle of the ice as this goes around the far side boards. Bouchard will pick this one up and leave it there as this will be knocked down. And there's an offside as Jamie Benn's doing everything he can to not be nailed with the intentional offside there. But that was the antics. That's what you want to see Corey Perry doing more.
That's a veteran for you.
As this one comes over to the near side. Ottinger gets it over now for Lindell. 7:51 to go in this second period of play as this is across the line. Stankoven's taken out hard by Nurse. And Nurse has had a couple good pops in this second period. It's been a nice welcome thing to see as this one comes back near side, loading up. Nurse will play down the wing, try to get Janmark on side, but looks like maybe he got his stick banging along the boards a little bit and tied himself up.
Yeah. But it's good to see Nurse picking his feet up and actually getting out there and skating hard there on that play. Get it up the ice.
That was, let's see here what happened is... No, I mean, Janmark just was dancing the blue line and just completely missed it. Okay. I did not expect to see that back on the replay, but
nope.
We'll take it. As this one's now back to the blue line. Near side pass for Harley. And at this point, it's, 8:05. So I'm wondering if my friends down there on the Crossfield Pirates have finished up the game for tonight. Friends, if you're just tuning along, glad to have you. The Oilers tied 2-2 here. 7:16 to go in this second period. Duchesne in behind the net as Derek Ryan will just tangle him and eventually take a penalty for his efforts.
Right.
Don't mind that, as the Oilers have a tough test coming up on this penalty kill, tied 2-2. Shot loading up here towards the net as Dallas gets the extra attacker on the ice here. As Robertson goes in behind the net. Pass in front goes up over top. Oilers finally touch up, but both teams kind of started slowing down a bit there on that 6-on-5 for some
I didn't
reason.
see that penalty though.
It was Derek Ryan just kind of bear hugged him. And I know along the boards he can do that, but right here he kind of gets in. And then he kind of gets along the boards here, right?
No, he was getting... No.
Just watch. They didn't show the full replay there, right? Watch this left arm come around. Right there. That left arm came around on the right arm.
I don't know.
Again, it's not a...
That's a stop and going one way and going back the other, really? I saw that Dallas was holding him when he was trying to start, so that he was just following... You know, with that type, I'd be calling both. This is, the playoffs. Come on, that's not.
Well, it's going to be Ceci nonetheless,
Good.
firing it down the zone all the way into the Stars' end. But that one's met at the blue line by Nugent Hopkins in the Dallas defense. 21 straight penalty kills here for the Oilers over the course of these Stanley Cup playoffs and offside at the Oilers line. So that's where you have it. Is the Oilers power play firing on all cylinders in the playoffs so far, up until the Dallas series, where first round 45, 30 against the Canucks, West Final 0. Penalty kill, though, has been a perfect 100 twice over and 87% in another one. Like I said, the Oilers keep the penalty kill percentage above 90. They win this series. I think that's...
They're 92.9.
Yeah, that's where I've always said it in this one. As this comes back near side, shot fired up off the boards, down in. And here's Henrique actually with the puck as he goes skating into the Dallas zone. They could have set up a little zone time there. They instead chose to keep away.
He was surrounded.
As this will be down now for Ottinger. As Heiskanen will come up with the puck here in this one. Right now, this will be near side, as this will be Pavelski to the far side across the line now. Shot fired by Ben. Save made by Skinner, swallowing that up and then backhanded down the ice by the Oilers all the way onto the tape of Ottinger. And the Dallas power play, I think, came into the playoff in the third round at 29% or something, and now they're all the way down to 23.7. The Oilers have been effective so far as this puck's deflected to the far side boards. Less than a minute remaining in the power play here for the Dallas Stars, as this will go to the far side. Dallas trying to line this up back to the point again. The shot through traffic, blocked in front, and here come the Oilers back the other way. Brown and Janmark. Brown down the wing over to Janmark. Scores! Yeah! Janmark short-handed. 3 straight games. Connor Brown has a point for the Oilers.
Yeah.
And the Edmonton Oilers' fourth line penalty killing penalty killing unit comes out with.
That's what you want to see.
Wow.
No, is I think that's their first shorty of the playoffs.
I think it is.
So you know what? That's what you need to see now.
That was absolutely unbelievable.
And this is how you get fired up. You start getting scoring from places you haven't been getting it.
Connor Brown, 3 straight games with a point in the playoffs. What an unreal go. As that was absolutely unbelievable.
Beautiful saucer.
Beautiful pass that hits Janmark in stride. And again, the book here in this game on Ottinger, when he comes across low. Very low.
Yep.
Like we've seen that.
He was like how Jonathan Quick always was.
Yep. So if you at all elevate that puck tonight, the Oilers are going to find the back of the net.
Especially when you make a move.
Yep. So that's been a good couple of goals here as this goes along to the near side inside the Oilers zone with 30 seconds remaining in this period as this puck's lifted up and out of the zone back the other way inside the Dallas territory. And here I was starting to write the obituary for the Oilers in the pregame edition before you showed up. But I think right now Janmark, obviously in the playoffs now, is second from Brown's third assist as the puck back to the blue line. Pavelski over to the far side. I would not be surprised to see Brown end up with more points in the playoffs than he had all season long.
Oh, well, yeah, he didn't have.
He had like 9.
Didn't he have like 2 goals?
I think it was 3 or 4 and like 4 assists, so something like that. But here's now Draisaitl back 5-on-5. Draisaitl right there! Scores!
Floodgates are open
on the doorstep, puts it home, and the Edmonton Oilers jump out to a 4-2 lead. My goodness. The Oilers are all of a sudden cooking. Okay, can we say Rogers Place is rocking? Because they are literally jumping out of their seats now. As the Edmonton Oilers right on cue, finding some goal scoring in this second period. And they have jumped out to quite the shots edge right now, 19-11.
Yep. Well, that's what they got to do. They got to keep getting those shots on net or get these turnovers. Finally, they're turning the puck over on them.
Yep.
That's what gives you the opportunities.
Well, and again, back the other way, they got Ottinger moving left to right, right to left, and he came over a little bit low again, and the puck ends up in the back of the net.
You're not going to beat him straight on.
Oh, the shot save made by Skinner back the other way, 4:27 to go as the Oilers physically engaged there. Hyman battled Dadonov in front, 10th of the playoffs for Draisaitl. Shot save made in front. Hyman and McDavid pick up the assist. Shots fired out into the Dallas zone, but they were talking about Draisaitl on the pregame on 6:30 Ched tonight. He has not gone 3 games without a point all year long, playoffs and regular season included. And tonight was game 3 of potentially being pointless. Well, excuse me, Mr. Draisaitl, 4-2 for the Oilers. Here's Johnson along the near side wall. Shot save made by Stankoven. Rebound in front. Skinner kicks it out. That's a huge one right there. And now the Oilers come back the other way as Kane along the wall, picking it up there. Holloway leaves it for Kane again. Kane rips the shot. Save made by...
They're hungry.
The
They feel the floodgates opening here.
This is something we have not seen the Oilers really do in this series against Dallas yet, is really come out with something like the Brown Janmark goal.
Yes.
And what a save by Skinner. And then immediately follow it up with a goal from the big boys.
Yep, and that's what they got to keep doing. Anybody talking in the chat about this?
I'm reading. I looked at you and then I read that chat at the same time. And saying the Oilers have an excellent offense, but the Stars have great goaltending. This one, this one can go either way.
Oh no, it still can, right? But if you look at the nucleus that Edmonton's showing today, they're just gonna keep driving off that. I'm guessing that guy's a Dallas fan. No?
I think so. I think it's just a matter of crediting Dallas for what they have, but also really saying the Oilers should never be out of it.
Yeah, well, hey, you can have the best goal in the world, but if you have a team that can make your goalie move, not give him straight on shots, you can win games, and that's what you got to do to win games. Because when you throw a goalie off his game, you can take opportunities.
Well, I'm loving this here from Steve. I'm gonna have to make sure I let. Oh wait. Sorry, I just made my own goof up there. Steve, your comment has something special to do with one of the moderators in the chat here. So I gotta text him this. Sorry, Matt.
You gonna text me it?
No, it's just to do so. Buddy's gamer tag is that, like that combined right there, that and that. So I just thought like he was yelling at the moderator that's been in the stream earlier to keep the goal calls coming. There you go, friends. Face off inside the Dallas zone. 3:40 to go in this second period, and what is now a 4-2 Edmonton Oilers lead. Along the wall behind the net now, the Oilers go for the puck as they'll go back to the point. Broberg rips the shot off the end wall. It didn't bounce in front. Rebound in front there by Kane. Spinning around the side of the net. Couldn't get going. And this comes now near side. Flipped out along the wall. Broberg battling it. Gets it back inside the zone. As this will come back near side across the line. Fired in. 3:13 to go as the Oilers to the far side. As Duchesne sees Ceci go along the wall here, and this is Henrique going there. Gets it back to the point now for Holloway. Holloway tries to free it up there. 3 minutes to go in this second period to play. Kane across for the line into the corner, and that's a big boy play right there by Kane, going right toe-to-toe against two Dallas Stars players as McDavid's now up there with Kane and Hyman.
That's a nice change-up.
Yeah, they've shuffled up that third line, and I don't mind that at all. As this one comes back in behind the net to the far side. Bouchard tries to free this one up. It'll be Hyman skating into it. Dancing with
digging.
Oh my goodness, what a couple of stick handles there. As he goes in behind the net now to the near side point. Ekholm blasts it on net. But that's one of those.
Gotta screen him.
You gotta get a little more traffic in front.
Yeah.
So. 2:23 to go in this one. And Chris Tanev, I think they're talking about this. Chris Tanev, I don't know if he's seen ice time since he blocked that shot. Or no, they're talking, he broke his skate guard there. And actually he was helped down the tunnel. Okay, so I don't know if we've seen him here tonight.
I know that feeling, hobbling like that. That hurts.
2:23 to go in this second period. Face off down, Ekholm to the far side. The shot from Bouchard loads up but doesn't come on net. And here's now Bouchard again.
Let her buck.
Loading the shot. Glove hand save. Again, traffic in front changes that every time.
That was a little easy because it went straight into the glove.
Yeah. Hey, at least Bouchard got it on net.
Yeah, he did, but goalie didn't. All he had to do is, I caught it.
Yeah, no, that was like that Draisaitl or whoever had the chance in front earlier.
Yeah, it's tough. Best spots are always just above the pad, on the post, or top shelf, over the shoulder.
2:12 to go here in this second period. as this one goes around to the far side boards, and Dallas will flip up into the middle of the ice, and that evaded McDavid at blue line. So Dallas back the other way, fires the shot up over top, and I'm looking forward to talking about the goaltender save percentages in this hockey game after this period of play. There's a little something there that
That's a little early.
there's a little something there Edmonton Oilers fans wouldn't necessarily believe about Jake Ottinger currently. So the face-off inside. This
It's definitely under 90.
yeah.
Definitely under 90.
Inside, where is this? Inside the Oilers zone, I believe. Yep, they had the reverse angle out there. Of course, they did. Always screwing with Membrandes. Goes to the far side now as this comes inside Dallas's territory. Is McLeod battling. McLeod actually got a little engaged there behind the net. That's unusual, as this one will be flipped back into the middle of the ice. Here's Kulak. Kulak will bounce off the end wall for Nurse near side now. McLeod flipping up into the middle of the neutral zone. Didn't make it through. Instead, Dallas kept it on side. Far side. Blocked there again by Kulak. Back to the blue line. Dallas tried to force it. Instead, Stankoven down low. As this comes now knocking down.
There you go.
Nurse is giving it to Stankoven. You like to see that as Stankoven's a little shook up there. Skinner fights it off the side of the net. Draisaitl is going to pick it up. That was a heck of a bounce for the Oilers. And now back the other way, they got to try and cash it here as the pass will come down the right wing. And they crash along the wall there. And Draisaitl will come up with the puck still. Back to the point now. Ekholm pumps it on net. Traffic that time.
Yeah.
And Bouchard will again just jam this one down low as Perry was worming his way to the front of the net there on that Ekholm blast as Janmark goes along the wall. 48 seconds to go here in this second period of play. Battling behind now. Harley trying to come out from behind the net. He'll flip up off a stick of the Oilers inside the Oilers zone. That puck went up and out of play.
Yeah, well, how was that deflected?
I think it deflected off the Oilers stick inside, right in front of Harley, inside the Stars zone. It took off like a rocket. 37.6 seconds to go. 12 shots this period for the Oilers. 8 for the Stars. We are at a 4-2 lead.
Shot attempts, 50 for Edmonton, 36 for Dallas. So the shots are there, and
Yep.
I wonder what the block shots are right now.
Epiphany, welcome aboard. As this one, 37.6 seconds to go in this second period. Yeah, and another less than a minute later, it's penalty ends. Yeah, there was a sequence for the Oilers to score those goals here. As this one comes back to the point here, Bouchard down the near side wall along the far side as Nugent Hopkins goes, trying to pick this one ahead. 28.6 seconds to go in this second period. Back to the blue line, Ekholm into the neutral zone. Bouchard battling along there for it. As this comes now near side.
Is that Nurse again?
I think it's Bouchard. Yeah, it's Bouchard and Ekholm. As this one continues to bounce around in the Oilers zone as Nugent Hopkins gives the man a rough ride right in front now. Loading up Petrovic. The shot blocked in front. Wild spin there by Duchesne goes wide. Time expires, but I think we saw it at the start of that second period, and we just saw it on that final shift. The Oilers have had times in this game where they haven't had their best, but they haven't let it sink them.
Exactly. Yeah. No, they're not giving them the big opportunities like they were in the first.
Yeah.
Breakaways, 2-on-1s, right?
And you think of the Oilers getting some time in front of the net, right? Hyman in that period. Yeah, Draisaitl driving the lane in that period. Janmark uncontested on the far side for the one-timer goal. There was a lot to love from the Oilers in that second period.
Yeah, McDavid stick-handling, like dancing like he normally does, and his actual feet are, I think they were running at like 85% right now.
Well,
I haven't seen him hit his high gear yet.
No, and that's the beautiful part. If the Oilers really want to run away with this one in the hockey game tonight, McDavid out there in final gear in the third period could put the nail in the coffin for the
that's
Stars.
what everyone always wants to see, but right now I'd like to see the more guys that you don't talk about show. Like tonight we got McLeod, right? What about Ryan?
Yep, Ryan would be a good guy to show up now too. Yep.
Exactly, right?
Well, friends, I do want to take this moment right now as we approach 7,000 views on the live stream to encourage you to check out the pinned chat at the top of the chat here on the YouTube stream, just simply saying subscribe to the Oilers Fanatic. Patrick is celebrating the 3-year anniversary of uploading his first ever video over on the Oilers Fanatic, and of course Patrick's down at Rogers Place tonight hanging out. He is less than 90 subscribers away from 7,000, so that's why of course you see that chat up there tonight. I want you to go over, if you haven't checked out the Oilers Fanatic, just give it an old YouTube search, click on the link here in the chat at the top there by me, and quite simply go check it out, because you think whatever Matt and I are doing here is good, you want to see what Patrick's doing, because he's a step above and a cut above when it comes to Oilers content compared to here on Dolynny TV. And that's not dissing what we're doing. That's literally Matt has added a lot of elements here, and we've really stepped up our game. But what Patrick has going over on the Oilers Fanatic is absolutely something you must see. So
that's awesome. All
right, friends, we're going to take a quick break, but not without saying welcome into everybody just tuning in here throughout the period that's been hanging out. Thank you for hanging out. Again, too many chats to keep up with, and of course having Matt to chat with as well throws my brain for a distraction. But we go Wyatt Johnson, Essa Lindell, Ryan McLeod, Evan Bouchard, 2-2 after 1. And then it's all Oilers in that second period, at least on the score sheet. Janmark from Brown shorthanded, Draisaitl from Hyman, and McDavid. And just like that, Connor quietly, loudly has a 2-point night.
Yep.
So, friends, we'll be right back. Quickly grab some water, get everything going here, and the Edmonton Oilers will get going in this second intermission in a matter of moments. But I do have to say, Epiphany does have a Dolynny TV hoodie from back when I tried to get things going on the old merch site back in the day. We're going to figure that out this summer. I'm going to tell you that much, all right? Stay tuned, friends. Well, friends, what do we think after 2 periods of play? The Edmonton Oilers doing a good enough job to be in the lead. That's about as far as we can go with that, because anything further than that gives us nightmare scenarios from game number 3, game number 2, game number whatever, as the Edmonton Oilers currently find themselves, right now at least, tied. Or not tied, with a possibility to tie the series, but up 4-2. It still seems like we were tied in this hockey game. My apologies. But we've also crept up over 7,200 views on the stream. So thank you, friends, for being aboard this evening. Really do appreciate you hanging out with Matt and I again here on the streams this evening as we get towards the conclusion of this series, right? We're now in the middle part, middle game of the series. And so far, it's been good so far this evening. So Samantha's asking what the Oilers playoff record with Matt on the stream is. I believe 2 wins a loss against Vancouver, 2 wins against Vancouver, and a win against Dallas. So what would that be? I guess that would be 3-1 so far in these Stanley Cup playoffs for the Oilers when Dolynny TV and Matt are live streaming here on the channel. So here we go, 7286 times 4.6. Friends, as well, we've crept up over 558 views on the stream, so we continue to roll along here tonight. If you haven't, as Epiphany was saying in the chat a matter ago, if you haven't, and Brad's saying it as well, if you haven't already hit that like button yet tonight, I know we're approaching 150. I assume tonight's one of those nights we could probably cross 200 over there. And then we can maybe get a little silly here towards the end of the stream. So hopefully we'll see it get going. But Kings as well tuning on for French that I unfortunately do not understand. But obviously saying to chase the Stanley Cup this year. Go Oilers, go. So big second period for them. Absolutely. Absolutely. As we'll see what the Oilers can do tonight. But here is something I did not expect to see tonight, given that Matt is around and given that we've got a little storm going on outside. But there you have it. Friends, quickly, just to try and at least make mention of it. Hey, little buddy, you just come up here and just show yourself off for a second. A little 3-legged buddy is on stream and he's headbutting me, so you must not be too scared. Hey, you must not be too scared, bud. Yeah, you're doing okay. Yeah, you're a happy little kitty. Yeah. Hey, bud. Yeah, look at you. A little 3-legged guy here, but no, the cat, he is not camera shy. He is more or less kind of skittish when it comes to new people, but I guess at this point, with how much Matt's been here the past little bit on these past few live streams, I guess not an unfamiliar voice anymore. Hey, little bud. Yeah, and also a little bit of love late in the night, 8:30. Yeah, don't mind me, as he'll try and worm his way down low. Let's go here. Send me your corner. So friends, give me a second. I've just had a request from my brother. For a certain photo. Most of you wouldn't know I have. I believe it's somewhere around here, or at least it was. Sorry, everybody back on stream there. Give me a moment or two to get this dealt with. My apologies there. I'm just trying to look for what I'm looking for. But again, for those of you that don't know, I have an awesome friend down in Bakersfield where I can say, right, I get a whole bunch of photos and stuff sent to me over the course of the year of the Oilers and stuff as they go along. And obviously I'm looking for one in particular, which I was just asked for right now. And I'm just trying to see if there's any in the middle here that I'm missing or anything. I don't think there is. You see Bouchard's signature, the Bouche bomb right there, Vinny Desharnais. You got as well Marcus Niemelainen. And this one here, you got Caleb Jones from the years over. You got Ty Tullio as well. You got, I believe this is Ryan Fanti, and you got Josh Curry. You got Seth Griffith and Evan Bouchard again, and of course Stuart Skinner and James Hamblin. So I seem to be, for some reason, missing a photo. There's something missing here. I have one photo that I have to tell you. There are some of them, Antonio, that are signed, but I'm missing a photo here for my collection for some reason. I can't seem to find it. I know I've got it. I think, is it in the box? Where did the box go? I normally have a box around here somewhere that I keep all entangled with Oilers stuff. That's not it there. Where is it? It is normally up top there. What the heck am I missing here, friends? I'm driving myself nuts, to be honest with you. That's the camera. Yeah, what in the heck is going on here? I seem to be missing a little something something. Yeah, something's missing here for some reason. As those are all the photos. I wonder if it's in this pile here. Hold on a second. Go here. Sorry guys, if you're just watching back on stream, this is going to be an awkward moment in the broadcast, but I've had a request and I need to find this for me. Right here, right now. This is obviously a very important photo request that I've had. I can't seem to find what I'm looking for at this very moment. Weird. How the heck am I missing this? I don't know where I had that photo. As I'm trying to find it, but we're struggling here. Live television, they tell you, right? I don't know where I left that photo. I'm really struggling to find it as well, friends. Give me a second here. We've got we still got broadcast time, so we're fine and dandy. For some reason, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I just don't know where that photo went. For some reason, is Bouchard? Like, I've looked at all these, right? There's nothing that I'm missing here. Oh, what the heck? Yamamoto, Bouchard. What in the heck is going on here, friends? I'm missing one photo. One photo in particular. It's really kind of a stand-out photo for the collection. Huh. What the heck? What the heck is going on? That's there. What in the heck did I do with that photo? Yeah, I just do not know. I was going to have to wait, I guess, but that is just odd to me that box A disappeared, and B, that I can't seem to find it, but yeah. This is where we're at. I am turned around on my own live stream because I'm looking for something that just doesn't seem to exist, but I know I had it. Friends, thank you for being aboard though this evening. Glad to have you aboard. Obviously, it's been a fun stream so far, and we're looking forward to seeing the Oilers. Like, the comments are coming in. Close this one out. We got to do that. That's the biggest thing. The Oilers have to close out this game tonight. If they don't, we're going to be really struggling. But for some reason, I just cannot seem to find that photo that I'm looking for here. It's a photo of Connor McDavid on the ice with the Bakersfield Condors. Like, I found the squirrel outfit, I found everything else I possibly could need here, but I some reason I can't find the one thing I truly covet right now, and that being that Connor McDavid photo that, end of the day, should get us to where we're going here on the broadcast. So I'm just losing my marbles to some degree. I just don't understand where it would have went. That's all that's throwing me for a loop. And here we go. Let's again quickly go through these photos and see if I'm missing something or else I pulled something out. As here we go. Let's see what we got. We got multiple photos. I don't think there were multiple photos in these ones. That's the thing. That's what's throwing me for a loop here. Is we don't got anything there.
Alright, you do have a good night. Bye.
Nothing there. The Boosh bomb. It's just, I know there should be a photo in this set that has McDavid stunningly in a Condors jersey. Sorry, Matt, I'm going through my collection right now.
Boy!
We're trying to find a photo here.
I almost feel like if there's more games to play, I should wear a different jersey that I got at home.
No.
I got so many awesome jerseys, but sadly not all Oilers.
Oh, yeah. Gotta keep that thing rocking while you can. It's
Ooh, that's nice.
Yeah, but I'm supposed to have a Connor McDavid Condors one somewhere around here.
Oh!
I wonder if Sam's in the chat. If Sam's in the chat, Sam would know if I'm crazy or not, considering. But
Crazy?
Yeah. Well, that's not even up for debate, I know. But
Well, okay, crazy. I went crazy once. Stuck me in a rubber room full of rats. Rats made me crazy. Crazy. I went crazy once. Stuck me in a rubber room full of rats. Rats made me crazy.
where are we at?
Stick you in a constant loop.
Did you move a box here?
No,
yeah.
This is your house.
I
Not
know.
mine.
I'm going nuts. Literally, I just don't know. Anyway, friends, are we ready to call a hockey game or what? Live television. Let's do this. As the Edmonton Oilers have a concerned look on Pete DeBoer's face.
Hey, game 4, period 3. Let's go.
This is going to be fun as the Oilers get the puck down, fire it inside the Dallas zone. 19:55 to go, and the puck is flipped out into the neutral zone as we're back underway. As I'm even getting told to sit down here by Whale. I like to see that. As 19:44 to go, my scramble brain got running around there in that intermission. As this one will go around behind the net now, picked up to the far side. The Oilers loading up the attack through the middle. Darnell Nurse drive in the middle of the ice. Pass from Perry over to Nurse. Hopped over top of his stick. 19 and a half
that's why he's a
minutes to go.
defenseman.
And this one's back as Nurse pushes the man Stankoven right over. Puck goes in behind the net. Bouchard pins him along the wall. Bouchard and Nurse together on the ice right now.
Yeah.
As this comes along, fired by Stankoven. Rebound in front. Skinner unable to corral it, but the Oilers back the other way. As 19:07 to go, the puck is chipped up off the wall and into the Dallas zone along the boards there. The Oilers trying to battle this one free. Hyman spinning off. McDavid now right in front. That puck actually hit, I don't know, the behind of the net, I guess, and came free inside the zone. As here's Nugent Hopkins picking up with Hyman, trying to get going here. 18:45 to go. Hyman sees it battled right back in front. McDavid unable to free himself up. Hintz through the middle, unable to get it there. 18:37 to go. Puck up the middle now for Hyman as the Oilers peel off for line changes and quickly corral the puck. We didn't even get a chance to look at Mr. Jake Ottinger's save percentage, but I can tell you it's not pretty so far as this one's off a body into the Stars' end. It's been a pretty hot start here to begin this hockey game tonight as this one comes near side now for Dallas as they will come back now along the wall, bouncing it there, picked up again by the Oilers inside the Stars' end. Taking a bump was Henrique, back to Kane, back to the point, Ceci down low and behind. And yeah, right there, Matt's got the save percentage, 833 for 1. Jake Ottinger so far tonight.
Yeah, Skinner's
17:50 to go.
867 for Skinner.
Well, 867 for Skinner is going to win the game 75% of the time. The way that guy sometimes gets the lucky breaks on bad nights. Is this one inside the Dallas zone? 17:35 to go in this third period of play. Brown's digging in down deep there as this is continuing. The Oilers are just giving the Dallas Stars fits along the end wall. Here comes Sam Steele over to Dadonov. Shot steered away by Skinner. And again, getting that stick blade out there to steer it away as this one His battle into the far side. Shot save made. Now Brown will look to play this one down the ice. Brown will just eventually... Wasn't an astute play there by Connor Brown.
Offside.
Although he was nailed with the offside eventually right there. So there you have it. The Oilers getting underway here in this first 3 minutes of the period. And you like to see the effort thus far, right? The Oilers have been pretty solid this evening. So that one, Nurse just missed. And Paul Coffey's patting Nurse saying, hey, buddy, that's a good-looking shot.
You had it, but just a little high.
All right, 17:07 to go in this third period. A face-off at center ice. Puck goes to the far side boards inside the Oilers' end. McLeod around, wheels it up now into the near side boards for Perry. Bounces back behind Broberg up the wall. Takes a hop. Dallas is offside. And this will now be CC over to the far side. And the Dallas Stars will retreat as the Oilers tap into the zone. There was a touch along there. No, there wasn't. I thought the referee, when he gave this signal,
I think
that he had touched it.
I don't think he touched it.
Okay. Well, it looks like there's also the Volleyball Nations Finals coming up here.
Hey.
Or Nations League or whatever it is. That's excellent to see.
Yep.
As I know a lot of folks in the volleyball community nowadays.
It's huge. It's grown so much from I remember back in the day when I was a kid.
Here's Chris Knobloch now taking the draw. The Oilers inside their own zone, as this will be McLeod flipping up into the neutral zone for Perry. Perry into the middle of the ice as this across the line. Robertson back looking in front. He is being held up by every single Oiler on the ice, or so it seemed. And here comes Hyman across to the far side. McDavid over to Hyman. Hyman cutting in. Backhander. His stick exploded on the play. And here's now McDavid to the far side boards as this goes back to the point. Ekholm down low. Rolling around behind. And this one will be Sagan. Loading up now Hyman. As this will be Nugent Hopkins fumbling it. And the Dallas Stars are able to exit out to center ice. 15:55 to go in this third period of play. Up off the wall. Hyman looking to make the play here to the far side boards. Right up the middle now. The Oilers punch it into the Star zone. And this one's starting to slow down just a tad the right way for the Edmonton Oilers, or so it seems. Here's Duchesne now across the line to the far side. Spun away there now. 15:33 to go. Shots blocked in front, and then Holloway a double tap. Gets it out of the zone with help from Evander Kane. 3-on-2 back the other way. Shot loads up. Kane rips the shot off the arm of Jake Ottinger, and it comes back now free for Duchesne. Loading up across the line. Marchment shot save made.
Looking for a screen.
Skinner is, yeah, that's exactly. Marchment drove that one right with traffic in front. And here's Nurse to the far side as this will be Pavelski tapping down.
There you go.
Tipped out by the Oilers.
Good tip.
And that will be enough for no icing. As they say, Suter could have gotten there a little bit faster. Puck to the near side, bounced inside the Oilers zone there by Steele across the line. Dadonov is pushing down deep. And this will be Broberg keeping him to the outside, as that will be now Harley forcing it again. And this comes back to the far side as Janmark carries across and lift in here off the end wall. Both teams trying to free this puck up now as Brown digs in, and Brown freed it up for Derek Ryan. Ryan along the wall. Nice little play down to Connor Brown again to tangle up. That's what the Oilers have to do here. You got 14:20 to go, and I mean, we've had these problems. Brown just got absolutely dummied behind the Stars' net. Stayed up for the most part, but he got crunched as here's now taken down Leon Draisaitl. I don't know if he tripped.
It was right in front of the ref, too.
Yeah, whatever. It goes on as this one comes back inside the Oilers' end. 14 minutes to go in this third period. Bouchard, keep the pace up, keep attacking, and good things will happen as you walk down this 4-2 lead if you can do it. As this one will around behind the net, as this one is picked up now by the Stars back the other way, as this will be tapped along. And
nice little move though by Dallas coming in. That was awesome. Nice spinorama.
Picked up now. Draisaitl flips up into the neutral zone. Perry, what a slow skate into that one. Nice little move there though. He's able to tangle up nonetheless.
Oh.
And he is taken down heavy there in the corner. I would not be surprised to see Corey Perry take an undisciplined penalty, because that, as this comes down off of Skinner, and then there's Kulak just upending Robertson along the wall, and then sits on him again for good measure. Shot from the middle of the ice there. Hintz deflects it out of
He tried
play.
to get it to him. It was there.
And there's a little dust up along the wall there as well.
Well, you know what? Dallas is
Right.
behind. And
Yeah.
now you're seeing them get a little frustrated, so they want to throw the body, throw the Edmonton off their game, try to get some different types of opportunities on Skinner.
Yep, and that's something we haven't seen.
No, since game one. After off the first period, they were hidden bodies.
Yep. So it's a little different look here in this one, but friends, the Edmonton Oilers, that right now, obviously, it's gotten to be a pretty good war out there on the ice in this third period, and so far the Oilers holding steady. If you are just tuning in, Johnston, Lindell scored the first two. Dallas blew the 2-0 lead. McLeod, Bouchard, Janmark, Draisaitl unanswered. 4-2 is where we sit for the Edmonton Oilers right now. So, Owen, welcome aboard, as McDavid and Hyman have all gotten 3 shots on net. That's, again, everybody's got those shot props. I could not tell you who has what shots on net, but friends, I can tell you. What you were going to say?
Well, no, you look at the first shot of the game, that didn't count. McDavid had that wide open net, but Dallas got their stick in the lane.
That's
so
true.
They've had opportunities, and I've seen some missed shots from a couple of those players. Not from all of them, but from some of them. So there's shots that, I think after the first, it was 50 shot attempts for Edmonton,
Yep.
just in general.
Well, friends, we have just crossed 665 hours on the stream here tonight as well. So we continue to roll along in the back end of the stream. But, Matt, I guess right now, if you're the Edmonton Oilers, you like what you've done to start the third period. How much more of that do you have to do trying to walk down a 4-2 lead?
Well, when they get to the high-speed pace game and being offensive like that, they get sloppy on D. So I'd like to see them calm it down and only speed it up when they need to, and play more of a controlled, fundamental 5-on-5 team and stay out of the box.
Yep. That's the big thing right now. Staying out of the box will be absolutely key here for the Oilers, as this will now be a face-off for the Oilers, in which is a much needed face-off win, I think, coming out of this commercial break. Start up ice, get the tempo going. Hintz is 4 for 5 on the draws. Henrique 9 for 13. And it will be Hintz who's waved out in favor of Tyler Seguin. 13:05 to go in the third period. 4-2 the Oilers lead here in this one with 13:05. That seems like a lot of time, but at the same rate, it's not that much time. Really.
Oh, it goes fast, but it can take a lifetime.
And Dallas, to my surprise, how, oh my goodness, Hyman just stapled the guy along the wall. Big hit there as this one comes back now inside the Oilers zone. Seguin, the shot.
That's way Skinner.
Oh,
It's flashed in leather.
that's a beauty of a save there from one.
They're like, I thought we could score on him there. Not today, Skinner says.
Not on that one at all, as the Oilers now starting to, they haven't had a shot yet this period, but they've been into the rough stuff. And look at this one from Hyman. It's a good clean hit that just buries Robertson, and then Seguin loads up the shot. Right, that's similar to that Robertson goal earlier in the game, but I think it was Robertson at least. Sorry, no, it was Johnston, sorry. As 41 hits for the Oilers, only 15 for Dallas.
They're starting to pick it up.
I would not want to be Dallas if you lose tonight, having to go back to your barn for Game 5 and realize, man, we just got run out of the building in Edmonton. As this one will be picked up now by Perry back inside the Stars zone. 12:40 to go. Dallas chips off glass to the blue line. Marchman, the linesman, can't seem to get out of the way. And here's now Draisaitl looking to get through the middle. Instead, Dallas will rim in with 12.5 to go in this one, as this one comes down low in behind the net, as Nurse will bounce up off the boards, and it'll be picked up now by the Oilers again across the line. That was offside, but the Oilers were able to play on because Draisaitl did the old Cale Makar at the line there from 22 conference finals, as this one goes to the far side. And this will be picked up again by Dallas offside of the line. 12:03 to go in this third period. So again, this is, the longer the Oilers go without a shot in this period, I think is where the nerves start to settle in a little bit for.
Yeah, they got to start getting some, offensive time in their zone. That's what I think they need to start doing. They're more trying to poke the puck out.
Yeah.
No one can play the New Jersey Devil trap back in the day better than them. So don't try to be that.
As this will be to the far side, locking up the face-off win is Adam Henrique, and it'll be bounced off the boards back into the neutral by the Oilers. Holloway trying to speed in. He just sees it hit him on the clearing attempt for the Stars as they golf this one out into the neutral zone. Another big hit there by Nurse, and he buried Dadonov and then gave him the one over for it. And then Nurse again with a cross-check right there as Nurse has been noticeable for all the right reasons tonight.
He's getting physical.
As this one comes back to the near side, this will be a turnover for Holloway, picking up now Kane. Kane spinning over to the corner as this along the wall. Kane was spun off that puck. 11:25 to go. Puck to the far side, kept alive by the Oilers. And 97, Mr. Connor McDavid picks up the puck here as he's winding things up, cutting through the middle. McDavid splits the Dallas Stars back inside their own zone. Here's Hyman along the wall. Hyman trying to keep this one alive now to the point, and this will be turned back by the Stars. And Ben will just fire in gently inside the Oilers zone, and you see this one go to the far side point here as the arm gets itchy as cat allergy is fully in effect now, as this will be picked up again by Nugent Hopkins. 10:45 to go in this third period of play.
Getting a little itchy for two reasons,
That's just it. Well, walking this down here, and not something we've been used to in the playoffs so far, is watching the Oilers play with the lead late, especially with 10.5 against Dallas.
Hey, 2 goals too. 2 up.
As this one
keep it going.
Forced now in by Brown. Brown's across the line. Brown spins the man, comes up with the puck. Mark. He wanted to load that one up. What a play there to control it though. As Ceci fires it towards the net, blocked in front there, and this will be backhanded out by Lindell, cut off again by Janmark, who's having a very impressive game. And just like that, we're inside the last 10 minutes to go in this third period of play, and the Oilers have just over 600 seconds of time left to walk things down as Dadonov across the line, dragging to the outside. The Oilers force it forward again, and this will now be down to the far side, back up now through the neutral zone into the Oilers' end, as this will be flipped up off the glass what a bounce on Ottinger. That is as lucky of a break as the Oilers, I think, have gotten all game.
That's some good backspin there.
This comes back now the other way. This puck's just kind of going back and forth here all of a sudden.
That's good.
It's crossed now to the far side. Yes.
Yeah. It's getting a little gritty now. That's good.
It's just grinding down here.
Well, they're both good, fast teams.
Yep. And they're negating each other's speed to a good portion here. As this one through the neutral, there's a tip on the play, so the referee actually giving us this signal this time. And Bouchard just jams it back inside the Dallas zone, kind of kept it on his stick actually. And now across the line, here come the Oilers spinning off. Connor McDavid just couldn't get the puck in front. And McDavid will bat this one back down low for Nugent Hopkins. Both teams defending well here in this third period of play. I mean, I don't want to say it again, and I won't say it, but Dallas, you know what they like about this, is this comes to the far side. Nugent Hopkins lifts out to the neutral for Hyman. Hyman one-on-one back the other way. A shot off of Ottinger. Save made in front. 8:27 to go. Avery, welcome aboard. Tostical, welcome in as this one continues in to the Stars zone. Puck hops away from Hyman as this one's picked up now by Dallas. And this one will be Hyman taken down and then hit. And then Henrique jumps to conclusion here against Ben.
They're calling a penalty.
Oh, yeah, they got to be calling a penalty there.
Hyman tripped him.
Yeah.
They're calling that as a penalty.
8:09 to go in the third period. We will have a tripping call here. As Hyman kind of gets...
He got the puck, though, first. Yeah. I thought you get the puck first, and it's fine.
I don't know what happened on that play, but that's a tough one to take if you're the Edmonton Oilers. As we will see where we go. But let's go right now, friends, as the cat allergy is, like I said, in full effect. We're up over 707 hours on the stream, so we're about to do the job tonight and get 750 and beyond.
Have mercy.
Right? we're just gonna send that.
Oh yeah,
That
get a
one
little
right there.
selfie on there, eh? Selfie
But I
time.
gotta find that Connor McDavid photo. I know I have a Connor McDavid photo of him in Bakersfield Condors practice gear. So I
Nice.
have to find that. But
That's epic.
yeah, the Edmonton Oilers obviously just a few moments away from wrapping this one up if they put together the effort that deserves to wrap it up.
Well, their power play's been pretty solid. Not pretty, but it's been amazing.
Yeah.
So they just got to keep driving off that, what they've got off that and fed off that. And look at the shorty that they got with it. So just keep driving off what your successes are. Right?
Yep. Well, friends, the Edmonton Oilers have 2 minutes to kill. They've already gotten the power kill goal.
Yeah.
So
This has to be a good clean.
how jacked up do you think Janmark and Brown are going to be on the ice here on this penalty kill late?
Not as jacked up as you think. They're more going to want to play good defense and just dump it out this time.
Okay. I like to see that as we see the highlights of the TNT broadcast getting the Leon Draisaitl goal right there. Shaquille O'Neal and Charles Barkley obviously have done a lot of talking about the Edmonton Oilers over the course of their broadcasting here in this one. So
Yeah.
let's see what the Oilers can do for us tonight. Obviously, Leon Draisaitl getting a big-time goal. 6-1 record when Draisaitl scores in the playoffs thus far for the Oilers, as this will be batted off the wall. They're still trying to drive this one down into the zone, in the Dallas end, that is. Couldn't do it as this was bounced off a stick by Ryan. And you'll love to see that right there as Nugent Hopkins just prowling at the blue line, trying to keep this one inside Dallas territory. And he will do that for a moment as Dallas through the middle will get the peel there as here comes Janmark back the other way. Janmark, again, he's playing good sound defense, but also jumping up as this one comes down on the near side. Back to the far side. Dallas sees a dump down to Ottinger.
And you're right. He wanted to go again.
Yep.
Yeah.
7.5 to go here in this one as this comes back off the.
They all forgot it.
Oh.
They forgot who's on first, who's on second.
Oh my goodness. As this will be picked up now by Harley through the middle of the ice. I'm also starting to fall asleep. That's one thing about these playoffs. I've been tired for a while, and I'm starting to get tired. But this one fired towards the net.
Skinner got a piece.
Skinner got a piece. 54 seconds to go. 7 minutes remaining in the game as this puck's back out in the neutral zone. 6:55 now in the game as the puck hits the referee. And, oh boy, this one picked up now.
This is getting good.
Harley. This is intrigue late.
Yeah.
35 seconds, and Dallas forgot the puck inside their own zone again. Sagan just dumped it down and had to go chase it back. There's a little discombobulation here from a power play operating at better than 20% in these playoffs. As this is going to go near side, lifted out to the blue line. Harley sees it go past him. 15 seconds to go in the power play. 20 seconds before we're inside the last 6 minutes. As it's backhanded down deep, Ekholm across the line.
Offside?
Icing call?
No, they were inside the center line. I think it was offside.
Oh, was it offside? Okay, referee, back official there, put up his arm as this one. I mean, the Oilers desperately need to hang on to all hope here in this third period. But look at that, Brett Kulak, good defensive play, and then good clears there for the Oilers. As Hyman's standing in the box, ready to take the ice. Friends, we are less than 700 views away from 10,000 a night. We are actually going to get back in the 5-digit numbers as this will go to the far side. Across now, Suter into the Oilers zone. Power play over for the Stars. One shot on the power play. Shot from the point. Dribbles to the near side. Oh, what a bounce that would have been for Dallas. As this picked up now along the middle. McDavid fires in. Ottinger out to play the puck, will flip it along the wall. McDavid's sealed off there, and this comes back now to the middle of the ice for Dallas across the Oilers line. Faxa forced to the outside. 5:45 to go. I don't even know if I'm going to have a voice remaining here tonight, as this one will come back up off the glass. Flip now to Hyman. Hyman will flip into the Dallas zone. Ottinger along the wall. Plays that puck over there. 5:30 to go here in this third period of play. Flipped in, and here comes Ekholm along the wall as Ekholm will bat to the near side wall and out, and it chases into the Dallas zone for an icing call with 5:18 to go in this third period of play. Oh boy.
It's getting good.
Yep.
Yeah, and you know what? This is Dallas's time now. Edmonton's going to be sitting back a lot, as you can be seeing, dumping out. So we're going to see what they got in them at the end of this game. What do they have left in the tank to defend Skinner?
How nice would it be to ice this with an empty netter after Dallas has iced it on you twice?
Well, you know, Mr. 6-2 wants it. He wants a couple.
That's right. Yeah, 2 more for the Oilers. Don't mind me. As this will be a face-off, 1 back. Now here's Ekholm in behind the net. He's rolling to the near side boards with that pass into the neutral. Couldn't get it through. 5:10 remaining in the third period. Shot fired up the boards. Henrique comes down off the wall. It's kept in by Dallas. Inside the last 5 to go. Dallas keeps it in again. And this will come down low again. And I wonder, we have not seen Pete DeBoer tested too much on scoring an empty net 6-on-5 goal, but I assume at some point here in the next minute or so we might see DeBoer pull the goalie as this loading up now. Draisaitl down the left wing, right through the middle. Draisaitl loads up the shot. Save made, drives the net. Ottinger kicks it out. Secondary chances. Here's Holloway getting in there. Draisaitl wants it. I think if anyone on this team wants the Oilers to win tonight, it's Leon Draisaitl in behind Ryan McLeod, looking to the far side.
Oh boy.
As this is a good battle in front by Holloway as he becomes an option behind the net now, and both players tangle up there again as Robertson takes it along, and McLeod, he needs to play the body a lot more, but this one coming back into the middle of the ice, pass to the near side, tipped in by Dallas at the blue line. 4 minutes to go in this third period. Western final game 5. Oilers versus Stars. 6 p.m. Mountain Time. That's a tough start time on a Friday evening for a guy like you and me. And of course, with my schedule on Friday, it is what it's going to be. As 3:48 to go in this third period. Harley's got the puck inside his own zone, loading up Ben as this comes back near side. Looking to battle out puck. Ben takes a good cross. I don't think I've seen Bouchard ever have a better cross check in my life. Matt, you're just taking this all in. You're just
I'm excited.
Guys, let's go here.
We need this win.
In behind the Dallas zone, and this is where they may very well start pulling the goaltender territory as this Dadonov across the line, past the middle, skips in on Skinner, and the Oilers will come back the other way now through the neutral ice as Janmark flips in on Ottinger. I see what he was trying to do there. He was trying to get himself a little bit of a face-off as this will be fired now into the Dallas end along the end wall. Picked up by Petrovic as it'll be looked to the near side for Suter. Petrovic through the middle of the Dallas zone. Up now for Duchesne. Duchesne to the far side. Sagan pumps it on. Save made by Skinner. It'll be picked up now in the middle for McLeod on the tape of the speedy Dylan Holloway. Net is empty for Dallas. Giddy up, let's do this. Across to the far side, Sagan streaking in the Oilers zone, far side wall. Dallas first ones to it in the near side corner, 2:23 to go. Here's McLeod up off the glass, out into the neutral zone, into the Dallas end. And this one will now be picked up again by Dallas off the boards. Cut there by Holloway. But there is a play at behind. Whistle on the play. Just like that. So, Oilers fans rallying up here. 4-2. We will go to a TV timeout.
Woo!
2:13 to go.
Sorry, I was just like stunned. I was like, this is getting intense.
Well, that's something we haven't seen, I don't think. What do you think of the Oilers actually coming up with the effort here tonight to deliver us 4-2 with 2 and change left in the third?
Well, and you see it's the last 4 minutes. They're actually in the offense, killing some time. Draisaitl driving the net, getting the shot, getting his own rebound, putting another puck on net. You know, don't quit. That's how you can finish games.
And I can't believe just the effort turned in from the Oilers, given the fact that that first 10 minutes looked the way it did.
Oh, but it's better to have that at the start of the game and actually bounce back from it.
Yeah.
If they didn't bounce back from it, then it'd be a completely different conversation.
Well, and you said how important that second period was going to be for the Oilers.
Well, no, I was saying they need at least one goal at the end of the first, and we're halfway through the second, down 2-0, and bang bang, got 2.
Yep.
Right, so that's what we want to see. Rebound like Vancouver did. Every time Edmonton scored, Vancouver would come back a minute later. You said, bang.
That's just it. So, no, it's been absolutely fantastic to see this effort. Obviously, a couple of goals in the first, couple goals in the second. Now, all you need here in the next 2 minutes is one more to seal it.
No, you could try if you get the opportunity, but right now I would just keep playing the dump out game. Everyone wants to see that extra goal, so it's solidified, but it already is. They just have to execute.
That is a fair assumption as well. If we execute here late in this third period, the Oilers will bring home what has been a good effort thus far. Oilers fans are dancing, rumbling around in the building right now as everybody's going crazy.
And it's awesome. Both teams won the first game in their own barn.
It is. This will be a face-off. No, the Oilers won the second one.
On both. Maybe.
Ah.
Right?
This will be. Oh, yes. I get what you're saying. Yes. Okay, 2:10 to go.
Sorry.
I didn't understand what you
said. I'm tired too.
Yeah, you said it right.
I've been digging trenches for 3 straight days, so I'm a little tired.
That's a little much. This one will get going here is the Oilers. Try to get things rolling here in this third period to play. The chat rolling along now as this will be a face-off at center ice for the Oilers. Trying to get things going here. 2:10 to go in this third period. Face-offs down. McDavid scrambled it to the far side. Dallas eventually won it as this will be picked up now by Bouchard. He's taken down, and that was a nasty hit along the wall there by who was that? That was Robertson taking down Bouchard. He's no worse for wear. Ekholm ices it down. Scores!
That's
it! Game's over. 5-2.
2-2.
With just over a minute and a half remaining in this one. Oh, minute 53. I don't know if the game's over, Tice. Calm down.
No, it's over.
You think so?
It's over. How this game's gone, it's going up and up to the end of the game for Oilers.
The Oilers finish this one off 5-2 in this game, and the Oilers fans are going nuts here, as James did call it earlier. I believe I did see that 5-2 earlier in the chat.
6-2 you said.
6-2 was Gio.
Oh, that a boy. He called 5-2.
Yeah, as
Nice.
Bouchard takes a nasty hit along the walls here. And he was nailed there.
Yeah, but it was his face
that
hit the boards.
And then Ekholm just guides it through.
Oh, beautiful. He was just dumping it, really.
100%, just trying to get it out. $1.50 to go here in this period now as the Oilers bring home.
Now Dallas is going to be mad.
Effort. Oh, Dallas is going to bring some effort towards the net as Skinner gets run over there by the Dallas attack in front. As this comes back inside the Oilers' offensive end, Suter carries inside the Dallas end. He's looking to the far side. $1.30 to go in this third period to play. Fourth of the playoffs for Ekholm. Empty netter, unassisted for the Edmonton Oilers as this one comes back in the middle of the ice, as this will be the Dallas Stars with the puck. It's Suter slowing it down. $1.12 to go as Dallas kind of got some more guys on the ice here on a fly. This will be fired back to the far side point now, near side. Suter the shot fired through traffic, blocked in front. Holloway chips up off the boards, almost hit the linesman, but got it out in the middle of the ice. 56 seconds to go. And there you have it, friends. You can pretty much cement this one as even now as this comes along the boards. Fired back down low. Crossed over the 10,000 view threshold this evening. 42 seconds remain in this third period of play. Back behind the net, rolling as the Oilers tackle a man along the boards. And Dylan Holloway freeing it up to the point now. Suter fires it back down low. We have a stoppage in play with 29.2 seconds to go.
Hey, biggest thing right now is, look, it's 20 saves by Skinner on 22 shots.
That's beautiful to see.
So he rebounded well, and that's what you really need to see from your goalie.
Friends, if you're calling this one good enough and the Oilers have won, I'm going to tell you, make sure to hit that subscribe button tonight and make sure to visit the Oilers Fanatic post-game to check out the post-game, I think, live from down at Rogers Place today if Patrick was able to stick around. 29.2 seconds to go in this third period of play. Rogers is buzzing. 27 now to go as this one off the near side wall to the far side boards. Janmark battling. Oh man, Broberg just got stood up, but he also stood a man up. 18 seconds as the puck comes back to the blue line. The shot fired towards the net. Blocked in front. 12 seconds remain as Dallas rips another shot. Just never seems like the time winds down as much as it should. 5 seconds,
Slow-mo.
3 seconds, 2 seconds, done and dusted.
And
The
there's
Edmonton
game
Oilers
4 gone.
Win game 4, friends.
I love
5-2 final. The Oilers will look on Friday with neither of us available for the call. Here's the nice part. Game 6 is Sunday.
Yeah, we get to see we get to see back in Edmonton.
Game number 5. Both of us kind of doing our own thing on a Friday night. But we'll be back here Sunday evening, Matt, in the Crowfoot jersey again. Now with even more pizza grease on it over the course.
Gotta keep the stains.
Right,
They're
absolutely.
memories.
Friends, we'll get this going as the Oilers will try and bring this one home in the next few games. Series tied 2-2. We'll go to the final goal scorers, and then we'll call it a good night. Thank you so much for hanging out. Johnston, Lindell, McLeod, Bouchard, Janmark, Drysdale, Ekholm. 5 unanswered goals to erase a 2-0 deficit. Oilers win. Series is 2-2. Stuart Skinner, the hero?
No, I don't think he's the hero. No, I think it's the defense changing up and not letting those opportunities from like the first were.
And how awesome was it to see McLeod get on the board?
Oh, great! You never get to see him on the board much anymore since halfway through the season. You haven't seen much of him.
Yep.
But for him getting on there, that fires up a lot of people.
Absolutely. So, friends, lots of great things to take away from tonight. Matt and I, though, we're going to head on out of here and get the job finished up for the night. Thank you so much for hanging out this evening. Really do appreciate everybody being aboard for the ride here tonight. For Matt, I'm Tyson. This is Dolynny TV. We will catch you Game 6 on Sunday. We'll catch you beforehand, but you know what I mean. We're up on